Hello, everybody, and welcome to eDIOCRACY, the show in which a bunch of idiots that have no clue on what the heck they're doing sit down and save the world. Once again, I'm joined by the boys! And today we have a special episode for all of you because all of them, just after finishing the little card competition, unfortunately, it didn't seem that they were able to make a good recovery from their little mishap, but they were able to find themselves a new quest. This quest is a competition of some sorts, a magic competition, one of which will be in a nearby town to the west, in Hector. And so they gather their things together and grab a wagon and get some horses, and they are now heading off to Hector. And so, the entire party, riding out to Hector, is just now leaving the gates of Hestia and starting to head down the road. And, upon arriving just in front of the fork in the road after a little bit of travel, they finally see someone standing there, kind of trying to wave them down. Seems to be a blonde guy in some sort of robes, got a little bit, probably some type of adventurer or traveler, standing there just waving them down. Excuse me! Excuse me! Any chance I can get a ride?
Who are you?
Yeah?
Hey, thanks for stopping. I've been trying to get someone to stop all day. Sorry. The name is, Ido, but, my friends call me Ido. If you don't mind, I'm actually heading out west for a competition that I kind of want to enter, and, well, if you're heading west, I'd really like a ride. I mean, anywhere as close to Hector as possible.
Would it happen to be a magic competition?
Yeah. Do you know about it?
Yes, I believe we are going to the same place.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure, I don't trust this guy.
We
I
trust
completely
you.
trust
I don't
him.
know why, but we trust you. I mean, I'm not just a stranger.
Like, are you gonna try to rob a blind old man?
Maybe.
wait,
Who's
the blind old man?
Is he blind?
No, it's not even an old man.
Oh, well.
It's just a random blind dude. There's just
Oh, blonde, not blind.
I wave. I wave my hand in front of him and see if he can see. I ask him how many fingers sir, do you know how many fingers I'm holding up?
Yes, you're holding up.
Not you. Not you.
Oh.
You.
We may need to check his eyesight.
Yeah. I think we gotta check someone's intelligence up in here, but all right.
When are we testing your intelligence, Novos?
That's a good question.
So how much mental damage is this?
7.
well, considering Dazu can only roll a 7, I think we're gonna go with 7. Yeah. So how many fingers are you holding up? Because I'm not gonna know that.
I'm holding up 2 fingers.
Does one of them count the thumb?
No, it's like the 2 pointer fingers, or the pointer finger and the middle finger.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he just looks at your hand and goes 2.
You say we're blind? Seems a bit suspicious to be.
Who said I was blind?
Oh, is he not blind? Are you
No!
not blind?
He's blind!
Maybe we can help.
Okay, I was gonna wait for this. Okay, look, everybody that's logged into Foundry, please, for the love of God, just look at this. This is getting on my nerves. Look, that's the guy. Like, oh my gosh.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
the guy.
That makes more sense.
Oh.
He thinks our party's just full of imbeciles.
Because it is! You are the party of yes! The answer is yes!
You know it's a recurring character when Johnny pulls out the photo.
That poor man, he's blind and old.
You know what? I think
we
I'll
have room
catch the
for
next
one
wagon.
more. You sure? You sure? We have plenty of room here. You sure you don't want to join the party of yes, the idiot squad?
Party of wait a minute. Party. Wait, are you a part of a guild?
Yes.
Okay. Which guild?
The Guild of Hestia.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got a couple friends from there. So, yeah. I mean, if you're from the Guild of Hestia, I guess I could trust you even after that. I just don't want to sit next to him. And you see him, and he points to Novo, so just kind of like walks around towards the back, and he gets up into the seat, and he sits pretty much right across from Minerva and next to Gale, and
I tip my hat at it.
And so he sits there. You see him kind of brush off his robes a little bit, and he goes, okay. Well, I guess we should head off. So y'all are going to the magic competition as well?
We're gonna find a magic sword.
Yes, I did hear about that magic sword. So, yeah, that is pretty interesting and everything. I haven't really thought about that too much. I guess if I do win, I could get a magic sword. Well,
You and what army got him? We're winning here, buddy.
so, well,
You stand no chance compared to our intelligence.
You better be glad he's not a mind goblin.
What's a mind goblin, Alex?
Mind goblin these nuts.
I saw that one coming, but I really wouldn't play into it.
Oh man, why?
I told Johnny before this session
He
that I
did.
wanted
He
to get
fucking
someone with
warned me he
us.
was gonna do that to somebody, and he goes, "I'm gonna do this to somebody." I said, "Do it to Novos."
I just slapped my and looked down in shame.
You're gonna take 1 psychic damage, Novos.
No.
Oh man.
Yeah, let me get that for you.
Oh, I've taken 1 psychic damage. It hurts my soul.
Oh man. Okay, but so y'all head back off and start traveling again. And as you are traveling for a little bit longer, not too long, you've already been traveling a decent portion of the day to get up to this point. You end up heading off probably another 8 miles before it finally starts to become, starting to get somewhat close to sunset, and you see Ido just kind of look around and everything, and he goes, I think I was through this area not too long ago. There's actually a trail off to the right up here. About maybe 200 yards in. It's probably a good place to set up camp. At least away from the road.
Why is my sound not working?
Good question.
Technical issues. I'm just gonna try to reboot Land of Galore Foundry and see if that works.
Okay.
Weird. I don't know why it's doing this. No, it says it's up at the top. It literally says it's playing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's 'cause I'm stupid.
Yes,
Yes.
very much so. I'm glad we could settle that. Okay. Yeah, so if we there's a trail up here on the right. If we go about about 200 yards in, we can probably find a good place to sleep for the night. Unless y'all want to sleep on the road, it's your choice. I'm
Maybe we
I'm
should
just
make
here for the
Noah
ride.
sleep on the road.
I want to sleep next to him, and I waggle my finger at him, like in an up and down motion, and point at the new guy.
no thanks. I'm good. I have my own way of sleeping.
Good. I didn't want to sleep with you anyway.
Okay, cool. If you want to take this trail up here on the right, we can go on ahead and get the wagon in. The only thing about the wagons, I'm not sure we'll be able to fit down the trail too well. So, I mean, if you want, we can try to hide it a little bit.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Just hide the cart as best we can.
All right. So, yeah, so you get near the trees and everything with it, but you do realize the trail is a little too narrow to get the horses. You can get the horses in, but you can't really get the whole wagon itself.
We can just take the horses themselves. That way, we don't have to worry about someone just taking off with our cart.
Yeah. Like I said, you can take the horses, you just can't take the wagon because the wagon's too wide. So So you hop off and everything. You see him walk over, and basically, as you're all sitting there, like starting to grab trees and like, grabbing like branches and leaves and stuff to kind of somewhat hide the wagon, you see him basically drop it. He's got a quarterstaff. He just kind of tosses it onto the ground, and you notice the quarterstaff kind of. Basically, it seeps into the ground almost like a set of tree roots, and just you see basically vines and branches and everything just cover around the wagon.
Oh, we got Mr. Big Shot over here. Okay.
Yeah, that should keep it hidden. And he kind of whispers over. He kind of whispers over to like the rest of the party away from Novos and goes, "So what's his problem?"
He's just like that. We think he might have been dropped on his head as a kid.
Oh,
I think that's a
that
little
makes
more
sense.
than dropped
I
on
was.
his head.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Maybe
I was
like
too.
hunted.
I see you whispering, but I can't make out what you're saying. But I feel like it's about me, and it hurts my feelings.
No, it's
Talking
not.
He
about
takes
you,
another
not to
psychic
you.
damage.
Please, I have someone to help.
You're fine at doing what does he do again?
I don't know.
Are you talking about what does Novos do?
Yeah, what do you do?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what
Be
he does.
hurt, a victim, and guess continuously take psychic damage.
I think
Yeah, sounds about
his
right.
only good trait is gaslighting.
That is true. I am quite good at gaslighting.
He's good at complaining,
Manages to,
getting people in trouble, and gaslighting.
he also manages to gaslight himself. So
Yeah, that's why he's really good at
Yeah.
gaslighting. He can gaslight himself.
Well, it'll be good for boss monologues. You'll just complain right through them.
Putting right through him.
I feel like Novos would just see like the boss having a monologue, and like in order to just make him shut up, he'd have his own monologue going on.
I was actually about to say something along those lines.
Novos is the kind of guy to talk to the big bad evil and like somehow convince the big bad evil that he was like on the big bad evil's side the entire time.
Just gaslight the big bad evil into trusting me.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
Because you're supernovas.
That is true.
Yeah.
My deception is insanely high for no reason.
All right. Well, so basically, all of you, the wagon's pretty much covered in vines and everything, and Ido kind of sits there, once again brushes off his robes and starts walking in with all of you as you lead the horses in. You get roughly about 200 yards in there, and you see that there is what looks to be like a small clearing, big enough that probably 10 people at this point could kind of rest comfortably in the area. but it is completely surrounded by trees. There's like these big, large roots that create almost like miniature, like half walls and things like around the area. And he goes, man, I remember sleeping here. It's probably the best sleep I've gotten in a long time. Well, good night. And you see him walk over, and he starts climbing a tree, and about like 15 feet up, he just lays back on a branch.
Wow.
Looks pretty comfy.
Look at this guy climbing trees. I could do that.
Give me an acrobatics check.
I got a 7.
So you go to climb up this tree, and you get about you get a decent ways up and everything. And basically, like the moment that the moment you're about to like pull yourself up onto that final branch that's sturdy enough, basically you see the hat kind of like basically lift itself off your head and then come right back down. And in that moment, the branch that's felt really sturdy snaps on you. You fall back and you land in a very soft bush.
Thank God. Thank God, lucky ass.
I want to cast prestidigitation on Novos' pants and make them soiled and say, Novos, why did you piss your pants? You didn't even fall that far.
I'm just gonna cast Crown of Madness on
I guess while you do that, I'll just use the bush as a shelter and start
While all
shaping
this
it up.
You might not want
while
to stay
all
there.
this
Novos
chaos
Hayden.
is going on, Gel is just gonna like pull off the bedroll from his backpack and just like get it set up.
I'm gonna do the same.
Yeah.
Minara's gonna do the same.
Are you actually
I'm gonna
casting
pull
Crown
off
of
the
Madness on
bed
me?
and then throw. No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take off the bedroll and throw it at you.
Throw it at me.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it at you.
I cast prestidigitation on it and soil it.
It's
It is your bedroll.
I go and I take your bedroll and then I sleep on it.
I cast prestidigitation on it and soil it while you're sleeping on it.
Now neither of us. Now neither of us have anywhere to sleep. Because you and I want you to watch your actions.
I clean both of them.
Okay. What about my pants? Are you gonna clean my pants, or am I just gonna sit here?
Fine, I'll clean your pants.
Thank you. All right, let's get to bed then.
Okay. So you're all you all pretty much go to rest for the night. Nothing crazy happens. You hear the echoes of the forest kind of deeper within, but other than that, nothing seems to draw your attention, and nothing seems to pop out in the middle of the night. And you just have a peaceful sleep.
When I wake up in the morning, I start spamming the cantrip message. Wake up to the Dazu.
You little heart attack.
Nothing messages back and says, 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes.
I just cast light the cantrip above Dashu's head.
I soil your pants.
Again. Shoot.
Oh my gosh.
My plans are foiled, and so are my pants.
I clean your pants and get up.
Alright,
That's when I soiled my pants.
I turn my pants.
I start the fire, bro.
It's already morning.
Yeah, we need to make some breakfast too.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. Y'all just had a cold night and everything. You forgot to do it the previous night.
I was cuddling up to Dashu.
With your soiled pants.
No, he cleaned them before I went to
Oh,
bed.
before you went to bed.
But
okay.
But he also
I did
cleaned them
get quite
after he-
close to him.
You know-
And that's why he unsoiled them.
Mm.
You know why a kid, when a kid like is like tightly holding a stuffed animal like to the point where it looks like it's being strangled? That's how Dante was being strangled by Novo.
We used the tree branch that our friend bravely retrieved from the tree.
I'm gonna take the tree branch and throw it up at New Guy, try to wake him up.
Yeah. So you actually look up and you notice that he's gone.
Oh,
I swear,
have we
if
been
our
robbed?
bird is gone.
I knew we
horses
shouldn't
still
trust
here?
him.
Is what still what?
Are the horses still here?
Oh yeah, the horses. Yeah, no, nothing's missing. You just see that the guy's gone.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I just I look with my eyes squinted where he used to be, and then I slowly look over to our horses to make sure they're still there.
Yeah, no, they're fine, untouched and everything. Still,
Okay.
Yeah, they're still hitched to a tree, so you're all good.
Okay, cool. All right. What's the guy's name?
Ito.
I don't.
I just call for him until he shows up at some point. I don't know. Maybe he shows up. Maybe he
Okay,
doesn't.
give me a
Alright.
give me a performance.
Are horses fans of pocket
Performance
crickets?
test. All right.
So are the horses what?
I got an 8.
Are
I got
the
a nat
horses
1. What are my dice?
The horses.
I have a +7 per performance.
Sorry, Waffles. What was what
Performance?
about the horses?
do the horses are they a fan of the pocket crickets?
Wow.
Why do you have crickets
Okay,
in your
so
pocket, Soren?
Novos, what did you roll?
I rolled an 8.
Okay. This is gonna be a long session.
He rolled a nat 1.
I rolled a nat 1. I have a +7 on performance. I refreshed D&D Beyond because it doesn't like me.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, nothing really happens. You just scream out. You just keep screaming out for Ido, and I mean, all it is just the echoes into the forest.
No, fair enough.
Well, I guess
Anybody else want to try?
I guess we can start hooking the horses up.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
So you take the horses pretty much back out to your wagon and everything. You do see that the wagon itself is still covered in all those vines and everything. So, I mean, it looks like it's pretty sturdy in there too. Like you can hitch the horses up, but it's not like you're gonna be able to get it out.
Can I make a perception check to see if I see him anywhere?
Yeah, sure.
6.
6.
I'm gonna try to do the same thing and actually look for him this time.
Alright. So just
I'll
roll
give him the
perception.
help action.
No, you already
Okay,
rolled.
there we go. I'm good. I got a 17. It's fine.
17. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, as you're sitting there, you look back over, into the trees and everything, and you then you hear something like off to the side, and you see him basically pop out of the trees right behind the wagon, and he goes, "Oh, hi!" And he's literally carrying in his hands just a bunch of different what looks to be like flowers, herbs, and stuff like that. It's like, sorry, I needed to I needed to stock up on a few things.
Spell components?
Yeah. It's a little awkward to say, but I mean, I technically am a spellcaster, but unfortunately, well, I kind of need to use components all the time. So
Imagine.
so, yeah, and you see him. He's got these little basically seems to be metal braces on his arms, and you see him like basically like start stuffing things inside of the metal braces themselves, and he puts some other things kind of in some pockets and everything inside of his robe, and he goes, "Well, looks like we're all ready, right?"
Yep.
Okay, cool. And you see him walk over. He does a light little stomp on the ground, and his staff pops out next to the wagon, and he grabs it, and all the vines just kind of, you see him kind of like die and shrivel away from around the wagon, opening it up. Well, in that case, time for us to get off.
All right.
Yep.
And I guess we hook up the horses.
Yep. And so you hook up the horses and you get prepped. Now, question to all of you, is there anything you would like to do before you head off?
I don't think so. I don't have anything I don't think I can do that I want to do.
Hey, Gel, do you know where we're heading to suck on?
Gel?
Gel?
I'm not
He's just ignoring you.
Did we technically have something to eat already, or no?
Well, yeah, your breakfast would have been pretty much rations. So,
Okay.
yeah. So, you would have had a day of rations at this point.
Okay.
Yep. So,
I guess we'll start heading on.
Yep. So you start heading on for a bit. You know, it seems to be kind of like a beautiful day and everything. Nothing too crazy. And it's kind of quiet for a while. None of you really talk that much, surprisingly. And after a few hours of traveling, finally Ido kind of like pipes up a little bit, and he goes, "So, you're part of the Guild of Hestia. How long have y'all been doing all the adventuring stuff?"
Actually, how long have we been doing the, like? It's only
Give or
been like
take.
several months, right?
Yeah, a couple of months.
Ha, lol. Let's see. So just over a month.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I mean, to become C rank,
the
that's
second
pretty
day
good.
of the tournament, of the card tournament, I haven't gone past that. So the second day of the card tournament is day 34. So so you're on day 35 actually. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we'll just tell Ido, just like, it's been about a month.
I see. And what rank are y'all?
We're C rank.
C.
Wow, that's impressive. So, and you've all been adventuring together?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's-
recently joined this silly band.
I see. Well, it must have been a little bit of a change for you.
It's been interesting.
Yeah. You know. But I mean, y'all
What's your
have
name
been
again?
pretty pleasant.
My name?
No. The new guy.
So Ido. But my friends call me Ido.
Okay. Ido, you ever been to Suggies? Yeah, it's a cool place. Where are you from?
It's I don't know. It's more of I came pretty much a forest. It's called Ligma.
Are you talking
is that
about
where-
Ligma balls? That's a good place. That's a nice place. I like that one.
Isn't that where they hold Sakon?
I'm gonna thumbs down, Gel. Fool me once, can't be fooled again.
So, who exactly is the leader of this this party here?
That was
doing-
man.
Gale is immediately gonna point to Daju.
I see
Our
they've
glorious
I see
leader
that-
Dachu.
I see they've put you through the ringer on this one, haven't they?
Yeah, but it makes it a little more fun.
That's true. That's true. So
Well, at least it's better than having him as the leader and just points out of us.
Yeah, that's very true.
I give him
That's
another
also
thumbs
very
down.
true.
I thumbs down all of you. Except for the Minara, because she's been nice to me.
Aw.
well, I guess it was, I guess nice to meet a new band of adventurers on my travels. So maybe one day I'll finally, I guess, I don't know, join the guild officially. Been kind of going from place to place. I was in a guild once, but I left just due to personal reasons. And so haven't really done a whole lot of adventuring.
Well, that's understandable.
Yeah. So it's it was always nice. The Guild of Odin was pretty good, but I didn't like being in the same dungeon for like half of my time there. So I just left. Been traveling a little bit. I think I've been traveling for the last 2 years now, and it's been great. Got to see a lot of cool places and everything, but I think honestly sometimes it's just best to just go out in nature and just relax away from all the civilization, the problems, the political issues.
Are you a druid?
So, no, I'm not. I knew a few druids in my past, but yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not a druid.
What type of magic do you mostly do?
Well, new spells that I know. Mostly, I guess you could say like healing. Mostly, I'm not exactly. It's.
Oh, are you a
it's-
cleric?
I mean, not like what you would consider a cleric. See, okay, I'm an herbalist. I specialize in like knowledge of herbs and everything. And while I do technically use magic, I don't use it in the same way everybody else does.
Oh, and that's why you had all the herbs.
Yeah. Unfortunately, when I was born, I was I was part of the 0.1% of people that can never learn magic, at least the proper way. So spells and everything don't really come to me in that regards. I have to I can never use an arcane focus. I can never sit there and learn rune magic, which I've been a little interested in and everything, but I just quickly learned to kind of accept it. There's a few spells here and there that I can cast, but I have to use the materials for it. So not a whole lot that I can really do about it, but I mean, hey, that's why I just I'll go out in the forest and train however I can.
So do you like herb people to death? Or
We're not listening to him.
it sounds like he throws people. I don't know.
Don't worry, he's special.
No, I don't typically like to kill things. It's just not really. I don't know. I don't really carry any weapons. I mean, I've got my staff here. I've probably smacked a few people with it, but
It's always a good thing to have staff for. I've smacked this guy over here a couple of times. I actually knocked him out time on the way back from our adventure because I hit him a little bit hard on the back of the head.
Yes, I remember that all too well.
Wasn't he also like almost half dead?
I
Yeah,
was
he
literally a
was.
point away from being knocked out, and he hit that one last point.
Yeah, yeah, no, I mean that'll that'll do it. You know, hitting somebody with a staff hard enough can knock them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's yeah, it's you know, it's interesting to travel and everything. So I'm just glad I can do it. You know, I'm glad that the roads have been somewhat safe enough for me to do that. You know, considering the war going on and everything. So,
There's a war?
oh, I take it you're not from out west.
No, I live under a rock.
Got it.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, there's a war right now between the mostly between the humans and the elves.
Mm.
But you know, it's a lot of political drama and everything. It's best not to think about it.
I'm actually a half elf myself.
Really? Well, I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Yeah, half human, half elf.
yeah, I mean, I kind of noticed the ears a little bit, but I don't know. I just
He may be half elf, half human, but he's all the way stupid.
Well,
I just have a sad face. My smirk turns to a sad.
that's another psychic damage.
Just a slight frown.
That's another psychic damage.
Okay.
He actually breaks the elf stereotype.
I give him a little pat on the shoulder. Feel bad.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Thanks. Everybody Novos. Nobody cares Novos' feelings. Novos feels. This isn't stupid.
I care.
I mean, when it
I
comes down
guess.
to it, I don't think you're stupid. You know, you may say some weird things from time to time, but I mean, everyone.
You
does.
should wait until you hear him say more things.
He hasn't opened his mouth enough yet.
No, I'm not hurt by what he says. He's a dwarf, so I'm not too concerned with his speech.
Who's the dwarf?
Who's the dwarf?
Oh, it's
There's no dwarf.
There's no
here.
dwarf here.
I was talking about Dashu.
She's not a
Because
dwarf.
Dashu's short, because he's like. Yeah, but I called him a dwarf because he's short, because he's tiny.
He's a kobold.
A dwarf would actually be stronger than Dashu, so.
Yeah, you
spoiled
just
his
insulted a dwarf. I just want you to know that.
So it was... Well, I said the dwarf would be stronger than Dashu.
Yeah.
What spell is it that you're soiling my pants with?
Prestidigitation.
A what?
Prestidigitation.
It's a really
Is that a
simple
real spell?
Yeah, no, it's yes, it's actually described that it's like a training spell for like new upcoming wizards.
Exactly.
Yeah, it has,
But it's so much
like
fun.
several small effects that it can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can
Wow.
clean or fall anything.
Wow.
You make like a mark on ground or walls. You can like make noises or sparks or like smells. There's just a
Okay. I just keep spawning a light in front of his face so he can't see anything.
So,
Oh my gosh.
could I mend a glass dagger?
What?
What?
like
This
cast
is
a
a random
mending on it.
question. If there was a broken glass knife, can I mend it?
If it was like sliced, sure, but if it was like shattered
Why would
glass,
someone make
not
a glass
really.
dagger?
You would have to spend so much time.
Glass
sitting there
is
trying
so
to fix it.
fragile.
Actually, a glass dagger sounds like a really good idea because you would stab it in them, and if it shatters,
Oh,
think about it. Think about it.
mm-hmm. Believe
And then you
damage.
bend it back, and then you pull it out.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
I think you're gonna have to learn glass blowing.
So, yeah, you're gonna first off, yeah, you're gonna have to learn that to make the dagger. And then, see, the thing is, if it breaks in one, basically, if it does one clean break, then sure you can mend it back together. But if you have to, like, if it shatters, it's going to take a while to mend that back together.
And if it shatters in some way, I don't think you're gonna be able to fix it.
You're gonna have to like literally use surgery on the dead body afterwards to get all the glass out, without shattering it more. So yeah,
And
the answer is most likely not.
I probably do it while I'm burying them, I guess.
Okay. Okay, moving on. Y'all are traveling on the road.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yep. So all of you are traveling and everything and making your way down the road. Nothing really too interesting happens. You do notice every once in a while Ido seems to be like basically kind of like reaching inside of his little metal braces there, kind of like shifting things around, almost like he's like, you know, taking account of everything and just organizing it in some sort of way under the braces. Other than that, he doesn't really say much or anything. And y'all travel for a while more until eventually y'all come to a stop at another trail where it seems that you probably could set up camp for the night.
I think we start setting up camp.
Yeah, I go find a bush to sleep in.
Yeah. So, basically, all of you, you kind of just sit there, you know, find some places to sleep and start to set up camp. You see Ido, of course, once again, pretty much uses his quarterstaff to hide the actual. He ends up hiding the wagon itself in a bunch of vines and leaves and stuff. And then he starts making his way to another tree and climbs up into it. And as he gets to the top, you see him kind of look around a little bit. And he goes, I'm not entirely sure about this, but there's a really weird looking tree back here.
Gil's gonna go and help help him.
So you walk over and you can't really see, you know, you're not able to see like a weird tree that, you know, there's too many trees in the way to get to it. And he goes, it's like kind of bluish. It looks like a dead tree, but it's kind of blue. It almost looks like it might have, I don't know, had some type of magic energy to it, but I don't know. There's a bunch of weird swirls on this thing.
I will use a magic awareness.
Okay.
To see if I can figure it out.
And how big is that range?
60 feet.
60 feet. Well, this is farther than 60 feet, so
I feel intrigued. Did you say this is a blue tree?
So, yeah, it's a blue tree.
I'd like to spread my wings, some of my wings, and fly up to see if I can look at the tree.
So, you end up flying up, and you see him kind of like look at the tree. He sits down on the branch, kind of crisscross applesauce, and he just sits there and just kind of strokes his chin in wonder. He's just like, I'm not sure. And as soon as you land on the branch, he goes, holy shit! And he just like, he falls back and he is almost falls completely off before catching himself on the branch. He goes, I was expecting you to climb. I didn't expect you to freaking grow wings. Oh my gosh. And he pulls himself back up and he goes, well, sorry. I'm not used to, wait, are you a druid?
I'm a druid.
Oh. I haven't really, paid much attention. Okay, cool. Well, if you're a druid, you know anything about this tree?
Do I have to get closer to make a check on it? See if I know anything about it, or
So no, just roll me a nature check.
nature check? Okay,
Mhm.
okay. That's just a normal D20, right?
It's the nature check.
There's under
Just
your
do it on the game?
under your
Okay.
under your skills there's a nature. Yeah, you roll a d20 and then
Okay.
you put your modifier. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll actual dice because I don't trust D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Never trust D&D Beyond.
There's a 9
It
plus 2
always
is
screws
11.
no matter what.
You said it's 11.
Yeah, 11 total.
Yeah, so it's a tree that you recognize. You've seen it a couple times in the past, but you do know it's a pretty rare tree, but you can't put your finger on exactly what tree this is.
Oh. Okay. I mean, I've seen this type of tree before. I just never really studied it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of strange. It's I almost feel like I may have seen this before, but there's just something odd about it.
Yep, that sure looks like E.
He's just staring at a normal tree.
Not even looking at
No,
He's just looking at random
Novos
the
is
ground.
he's at the bottom of the tree that y'all are currently standing in, and he's just staring straight at it. He goes, "Yep, that looks like a normal tree." At this point, I just imagine the top hat literally it floats off of his head, just about a centimeter. It literally basically floats itself off, fucking slaps him, and then just gets back on.
Is Gel able to tell what direction the tree is, or does Gel know what direction the tree is, or no?
We could probably point it out if we can see it.
Yeah, no, you know the direction, yeah.
Okay,
So-
Gel's going to start walking that direction, but have his great axe ready, or his great axe ready.
Alright.
Just in
I'll
case.
follow Gel as well.
I'd like to get down off the tree before my wings disappear. And I'll follow as well.
Yeah. So, yeah, you all follow. Ido comes along as well, but you notice that Ido seems to be pretty much just hopping from tree to tree, making his way through and kind of following you. It's sort of a distance, but staying up high, and you end up making your way up. And you finally get to this. You finally get up to this tree. You see a large, kind of dark blue tree. It has what seems to be. It looks like basically dead veins, kind of in the tree itself. There's no glow. There's no light or anything. But it looks like that there could have been something that used to basically run through the wood itself. But all the leaves are gone. It just looks like a pure dead blue, dark blue tree.
Well, this is weird.
For some reason, I'm getting a feeling that I should probably chop this thing down.
You know what? Can I examine the tree closer? Can I
Can I give him the help action?
Okay. What are you trying to find out about the tree? Just to see if you could recognize it?
I want to roll the investigation on the tree.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Something familiar? Like, is it like what's causing it to be blue? Blue and dead.
Well,
And a survival check?
well, the problem is I mean, there's not really a roll you could do because it's blue because it's a different type of tree, and it's dead because it's not alive. So, like,
This seems to be a dead tree.
You're just looking at like a dead tree on the ground.
Okay, go. It's this dead tree. Go. Okay, go.
yeah.
Novus is just looking at dead tree that's like on the ground.
Like
Not
a
looking at the right tree.
It's a completely different tree.
I've never seen a blue tree before. I'm just bamboozled.
I don't
This
know.
Is
It's
blue
like
like the color of my soul.
I don't know. It's like this is. I might have seen something like this before, but like I can't quite remember what it would be called or why it would be here. That's yeah.
You know, I'll just cast. Can I cast Blade Ward on it?
You said Blade Ward? What does Blade Ward do?
It gives resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing for 1 round.
And you want to put it on the tree?
Yes.
Okay. Is this
Why
like
are you putting resistances on the tree?
Okay. I mean, yeah, sure, you could do that. I mean, as you do that, nothing really happens. I mean, it gets resistance for 6 seconds, but
Can I climb the tree?
yeah, sure. You climb up the tree, and you actually notice when you get to the top of it, you can look straight down, like pretty much into the actual stem of the tree, and you notice as you look inside, there is a faint, like, light blue glow from the very bottom of it. Like, it's like hollowed out completely on the inside, and at the very bottom is just a small little, what seems to be like almost like a puddle of some kind, just glowing light blue.
I say that.
I'm gonna shake the tree while it's up there.
So this tree's actually kind of thick, so good luck.
Oh, shoot. Should I need a strength check?
Novo's just going, trying to take it. I'm gonna like look down and say, what is he doing? Is he trying to push the tree over?
I'm gonna roll first. I'm gonna roll my strength.
You're not going
I
to
hope
be
you
able
get
to
a nat
shake
one.
this
I hope
tree.
you get a nat one.
Yeah, I got a 3.
How far is
That's my
Zazu?
bad, that's the wrong one, but still.
How far is Zazu?
Like up the tree?
Yeah,
That's about 10 feet.
Hey, come down. I think we gotta get Gale to cut it.
about 40 feet.
No, 10.
10 feet. I guess I'll Misty step right beside him or something.
Okay. So you misty step.
Yeah, I tell the group about what's in the tree.
Yeah. So yeah, right then he just basically teleports next to you, and you feel the branch slightly like tip a little bit as like the extra weight gets added.
Hello.
Hey, Thorin. Do you mind stepping on that branch over there, just so that we don't break this one?
Sure.
Okay. So as you like climbs the next one, I need you to give me an acrobatics.
I was gonna say roll some acrobatics
I
and
hope
just
he falls out of the tree. I really hope he falls out of the tree.
4.
I try to catch him as he's falling.
Yeah, so Tord like goes to jump onto the next one, and like I mean he's like doing more of like a cool like He's trying to do like a long jump. Like he sits there, he kind of bounces up and down a little bit to get a little bit of weight, and he jumps over. And as he does that, the branch snaps, and you just see Dazzy start falling.
Oh, I start falling?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna step out of the way.
Can I try to catch Dazzy?
Yeah. Give me a straight.
Strength.
Yeah.
So strength. Oh wait, that's saving throw. Oh man, that would've been a really good one. A 10 for a strength check.
Yep. So you go, he falls, and you put your arms out, and basically he just falls right on top of your head, and you both doosh right into the ground.
Oh,
Kind of miscalculated that one.
I'm sorry.
I got us firewood.
Are you two okay?
Where's,
be fine.
where's Waffles?
Still in the tree.
Is he
Yeah,
falling?
Torin's in the tree. Yeah. He made it to the other
Oh,
branch,
okay.
but it broke the branch he was on before he jumped.
Is there
Oh,
anything
okay.
on the when I get down there, is there anything on the tree like around it, like like a fake door or like a door or something like
No,
that?
there's nothing like that.
Nothing. Okay.
I feel like Gel should
Um,
try to chop it
I don't think we should chop it down.
down.
I think we should chop
Well,
it
if there's
down.
something in the middle, and if we're trying to get to the middle, we should chop it down.
I think we should lower Dazu and
I also think
try
that
to
we need
lower
to do
him.
that.
I think worst case scenario, this is an ent. I think
And
that's the worst
undead ent.
scenario here.
I don't think it's an ant. It's a dead tree. Go.
You said
It's
there's
there.
a puddle inside?
Yeah, it was
Glowing
glowing.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if we want to get at it, it's either we send someone down into the tree, or we can chop the tree, and we're at it.
I'm over
We
here
can
with
jump
Gel
the tree.
chopping the tree down.
If-
I'm cool with that.
If I can get to the top and like look down into the water, I could shape the water out of the tree.
Okay, I'll
Oh, there you go.
I can throw a rope down.
Okay.
Okay, so you're throwing a rope down for her to climb up.
Yes.
Okay, I'll climb the rope. Do I have to make a check for that at all?
No, you can. I mean, you can basically kind of control the water to come out a little bit, and basically as you start
I meant to
lifting.
climb up the
Climb the
rope.
rope.
Oh, yeah, sure, acrobatics. Or well, if it's just that, it would be athletics actually.
Athletics?
Yeah, athletics or
I
strength.
would
I'll let-
prefer.
It's, well, I mean, it's not
Okay,
like
okay,
you.
okay.
I mean, you're not climbing the tree, you're
That's
climbing the
fair.
rope. So,
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
you know, who's the one that threw it?
I did.
Doran.
Okay. No reason really. I was just wondering who threw it.
Trying to see if
I'm not-
Torin wouldn't tie it off.
Oh,
I'm
no.
not gonna say that I rolled a 1, but I rolled a
'Cause I
1.
rolled it.
Big oofs, big oofs.
Yeah.
Oh no.
This is why I relied on my wings earlier.
Yeah. So you literally you get literally as soon as both feet touch the side, the rope slips out of your hand and you just fall back.
I'm gonna try to catch her.
She's not even off the ground.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
okay.
done-
That's
Yeah.
Earlier.
She basically falls back and you try to catch her, but you're like 6 feet back and your arms just kind of reach out. Well, I tried.
if that's not a Novos thing to do, though, I feel like that's a very Novos thing to do.
I just.
You know, I tried to
just get on
catch
the
you. You were
ground.
just over there.
I'm sorry. I should have felt closer to you. My bad.
Yeah, that's on you, honestly.
Anyways,
Oh,
I guess
I guess
Maybe
I'll
we-
just lower the bucket down and collect the liquid.
I'm gonna again try to shake the tree.
Good luck with that.
Come on, nat 20. I got a 15.
Am I able to pull back the pail of water out of the tree stump?
So, oh, okay. So you just want to like, yeah. So you're just trying to like get some up in water, like in a bucket.
Yeah. So,
Okay, I forgot he actually bought a bucket. That's actually wow. That's crazy. I forgot he bought a bucket.
Johnny, it's the security bucket.
Security bucket.
Security bucket. Yeah. Honestly, it's a little bit of security here. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, you end up pulling some out, and you know, as you're pulling it out, you do see it kind of splash around, and you see some of the like the glow, the glowing water. Basically, it slaps the side of the tree as you're pulling it up a little bit, and every time it does that, everyone on the outside can notice that. Basically, you see the water itself, like basically, it kind of like enters and seeps into the bark of the tree, and it trickles down the side. And all of you can notice in what looks to be like old, it almost like looks like old like water veins or whatever on the outside of the tree. You can see the water trickle back down before it disappears within the roots itself and dims out.
So the water just like went away, basically.
So I mean, it went back
It
down,
got,
but
like,
like from
absorbed.
from the outside. From the outside, you guys can't see it anymore, but it you know,
Okay.
it trickled back down.
I'll
pretty much.
lower down the bucket of to our druid.
Johnny, you know, there's only
I'm
one.
gonna run up and then take a sip from the bucket.
There's only one thing better than the safety bucket. You know what that is?
What?
The broom closet ending.
Okay, look, we're not going to talk about the broom closet.
Spoiler alert.
All right, so you lower it down pretty much for the druid. So he's basically dangling this bucket right in front of Minerva. Or Minara, sorry. It actually
It's okay. That's okay.
yeah, it's like 3 pixels on my OBS, so it looks like Minerva.
Yeah. It's the same for me too. Like I can barely see it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Did you hear what I said, Johnny? That I ran up, took a sip.
Yeah, so when you take a sip, it's probably the most disgusting thing in your life, and you immediately throw up.
Gosh.
Like,
The water's bad.
Can I inspect the water a little bit closer now?
Yeah.
I'm just wiping my tongue.
I need you to explain to me how you're going to inspect it.
I think I'd like to shake water and have it kind of hover up out of the bucket so I can just get a closer look at it.
Okay. Yeah, so give me let's see. Give me a nature check.
Nature check, okay.
Yeah.
That is a 19 plus 2.
Is this man still over there, like, trying to, like, heave?
21.
Alright, so, you recognize this, you recognize that the water itself, is not normal water, and it tastes, it tastes pretty awful.
Bad. The water.
Yes, it tastes awful.
It's just one of those like really funny moments you would see in like like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Everybody's trying to figure out what this shit is. And you've got the one in the back. It's like freaking Novos is basically Sokka, just fucking barfing his guts out. Either that or he would be Momo, one of them two.
Yeah.
See in the background just running back and forth.
I guess Sokka being the first
I'm laying
one.
down.
Sokka would be the first one to take a
I'm
sip,
laying.
and then Momo would see that he's getting sick and he'd want to try it afterwards.
I'm prone right now, like making gagging noises.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh, that's
I
funny.
wish I would have prepared purified water, but I didn't. Darn it. Okay. So is that all I figured out? Is that it's just it tastes good and it's just not normal water?
Yeah. Yeah. You do notice that, like, as you're looking at it, though, you do notice it's very faint, but you can see that the water itself kind of has like a small little it's a small little like bubbling like within the water itself, and it kind of it steams a little bit, like not much, but just a little bit, as if like it's pretty much like just at boiling temperature. At the touch, it's not actually boiling, but it steams like as if it was.
Okay.
So clearly it wasn't when Nova just randomly went up and took a sip of what could have been blue lava, but you know.
Okay, go.
Guy, that's bad.
Oh, no, okay, I'm gonna set the water back down into the bucket.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start boiling the water with my cooking ware. Just start a fire.
So you start boiling the water, and I don't know, about like 2 minutes into it, you notice that the blue like starts to fade away, and after a while it just kind of turns what seems to be just normal water.
I see.
I'm not gonna take a sip again. I really want to take a sip, but I'm not gonna do it this time.
Take a sip,
it's probably-
please.
it's
Take a
probably
sip right
different
now.
numbers. You can
It's nice and fresh. Just
Can
take
we
a sip.
force feed it to him?
No. Let's not. I don't wanna accidentally put like 1d4 improvised weapon.
No, it'll just be
I
poison
think we should
damage.
make them drink it.
You see, like Ido kind of walks over and he goes, he's like, you know what? He goes, I'll take a sip of that. You notice that he seems like very intrigued, like he has some idea in mind.
You gonna spit the water on?
So, I mean, I guess y'all give it. I don't know. Are y'all giving it to him?
I guess
Yeah, we
I'll
give
get
it
it to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically he goes, he ends up drinking. He takes a sip of it and he goes, it's not the greatest, but it's definitely not as bad as what he probably was drinking. Yeah. I mean, it's mostly water. It's kind of, it's not the greatest, and you kind of like, you basically like it kind of like hits him all at once, and you see his eyes just go. He just goes bug eye for a second. Goes, oh gosh. No, I get it. Wow. Oh, it hits. Oh my gosh, that kicks like a horse. Oh my gosh.
Wait,
He's going
it does.
at his back as he's
I
like struggling.
just start emptying my my water skin and start like filling it up with this bucket of water.
So, yeah. Does it state how much water your water skin can hold?
Let's see.
4 pints.
Okay, 4
Yeah,
pints.
like 5 pounds worth of water.
Oh my
That's what
God.
it says. 4 pints.
Gosh.
So like a gallon.
Wait,
Or am I thinking of
4
quarts?
pints. Wait,
Yeah, 4 pints. Or am I thinking?
I don't
that-
think 4 pints equals a gallon. Wait, if a
I thought it was-
gallon is 5 pounds, then it's 4 pints. And wait, that doesn't
Yeah.
that doesn't make any sense.
All right, guys, welcome back to basics mathematics class.
Yeah. Yeah.
Today
That's
we're gonna be
Literally the entire
using
story,
two
like
pixels,
the
trying to
entire
figure
story
out
pans over.
measurements.
Yeah, the entire story pans over. You just see Novos like in full like freaking like basically like white cloak, looking like a professor. He's got glasses on. He kind of tips his top hat to the side. And you even notice like behind his glasses he also has a monocle. And he takes and and he like basically ends up taking like he just takes a random wand that he found. It's a fake one. Like it's like one of those like performance magic wands. And he sits there and starts pointing at
It's not even a wand. It's just like a really cool stick he found off the
It's a
ground.
really cool
I
stick.
write
Yeah.
eight. I write 8 pints equal 1 gallon on the chalkboard.
Yeah. He goes and writes that, and it's just like, there you go. And the rest of you are all just looking kind of confused, like he needs to explain a little more.
Like, but if 5 pounds equals 1 gallon, then it only holds 4 pints of liquid.
I just rub my eyes and try to palm a little bit and in the lack of knowledge that's around me. It's a half
don't
gallon. It is a
understand.
half gallon. There are 4 pints in a half gallon.
I think my brain
So,
turned off.
Yeah, what I was thinking of is 4 quarts, or in a gallon.
Yeah, there's 4 quarts in a gallon. Yeah.
Okay.
I hang my lab coat on a coat hanger that has appeared next to me, and I call it a day.
Yeah.
Nova, you want to drink
yes.
this mystery potion?
So according
No.
to I went off and just basically found the math. 5 pounds of water would be 4.7 pints, or 4.8 if you round up, but because it's 4.79. So just
You'd
under
be able to get most of it.
just under 5 pints. Okay, moving on.
Hard.
You stuff all of this in your water
Mathematical,
skin.
though.
All right. So you stick all this in your water skin. Do you drink any of it?
Yeah, it's my water skin. I drank some of it.
Okay. So as you drink it, it mostly tastes like water, but it does it has a weird kind of like it has a weird taste, very similar like cork. And and at first it's kind of fine, but then like you feel it's like a major kick in your chest pretty much that just hits out of nowhere. You see Torin kind of go bug eye for a second as it hits him, and once he relaxes a bit,
That's nice.
yeah, once he relaxes a bit, Torin does kind of he feels a little bit of I guess you could say a weird power kind of surge through his body. as this happens. As Torin, you're actually going to be receiving 10 temporary health points.
Ooh.
I have a bit of what's left in the bucket that Warren wasn't able to get.
So yeah, you could you drink some of it. You drink a good portion of it and everything, and same thing happens to you. Dazu goes bug-eyed, and then you also get 10 temporary health points.
Nice.
Did I get that from the beginning, or did I just get?
The best part about this is this is right before we go to sleep as well.
Well, it's probably gonna
Oh yeah.
wear off, but the Torin saved some, so
Yeah, I saved
I mean,
some.
there's still over like half a gallon or so, or about half a gallon, so I'm sure it's fine.
Like whatever the bucket was holding.
all
I'm
right. I guess
gonna
we
fill my
back
water
to our
skin as well from the bucket.
So, wait, how much can the water skin hold?
4 quarts or 4 pints, excuse me.
4 pints. Okay.
So half a gallon.
So is there no more left in the bucket?
Yeah, there's like no more left. After Dazu drank some and Torin, you can drink some from Torin's water skin, but that's pretty much all of it. Unless you want to climb the tree again and just get more.
Oh, that's true. We could go back and get more.
Yeah.
Should we get some more? Maybe we shouldn't
well, I
over harvest.
the cantrip. Hold on. I have a spell. Where's my cantrip that I can just change after sleeping, and I can grab it in the morning. Where's it at?
But yeah, we should be careful not to over harvest it. Maybe
yeah,
it seems like it converts water into whatever that is. So maybe we should empty a bit of our water skins onto the tree.
I can't create or destroy water and make more of that specific water, right? I can't use that as a base.
No.
Okay.
Okay, I have a shape water, so in the morning I can maybe just pull it out of the tree.
Isn't that what Minara has?
Yeah, I have shape water as well. I just
she
couldn't get up onto the tree. And I have to be able to see the water.
That makes sense.
Well, do we think that what we have right now is enough? Because we have Torrens and it's mostly full.
Yeah, I guess just Torrens.
So I guess we go back to camp and turn for the night.
All right. Yeah. So pretty much you just you head back. You get back to your camp. Nothing seems to be different. Everything's pretty much the same. You do notice kind of straggling behind, walking a little bit. You see, you do kind of notice Ido keeps looking back toward the tree constantly.
I fall back.
What's going on, Ido?
I don't know. It's something about that tree. I don't know.
What about it?
Well, isn't it kind of odd that a tree that looks dead still has some weird, mysterious water in it?
It's probably some kind of magical tree.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, but usually when the magic in the tree dies, the tree dies.
Well, you said you
this is just how the tree grows.
Were you able to figure out maybe what it could be? Because you said that you kind of recognized it somewhat.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have a theory, but I don't know why it would be here. It's just there's a tree a long time ago. Found it up north. I was really young back then when that happened. That was before the War of the Fallen. Um, there was a forest that would grow trees that look similar to that, and I'm not entirely sure what the purpose of it was, but I just remember that these trees would just pop up in the forest kind of out of the blue. No pun intended. And the thing is about this is that like I remember I think I can remember that like that water used to flow through the tree and almost seemed like it was pulsating. And I can't remember. I think some lumberjack or some woodworker was like telling me a little bit about it, but I can't remember what he said. It's just something on the lines of like it was some type of, maybe like magical tree. But I can't really I don't know. It's just I can't put my finger on it. What was so important about it?
You cut it down?
We could ask in town.
Yeah, I guess we could ask in town.
I mean, lumberjacks cut down trees, so I mean...
That's what I was gonna say, so maybe we should cut it down.
I mean, I guess so.
Alright, well, cut her down then.
So,
I still think this is a bad idea.
yeah, I'm not exactly 100.
I put tape on Torn.
I'm not 100% okay with cutting it down, as it may be of some importance. Sometimes
That's true.
Sometimes the weakest tree in the forest is secretly one of the strongest.
It could
I mean,
be
we can
keeping all the
always
other trees alive around it.
I mean, we could always get to town and ask about it first before we do anything.
Yeah, we can do that.
That is true.
Because if it does turn out that it's a problem, I mean, they're probably going to send someone else out to get it.
I guess that's a good point.
Or hey, we may be getting paid to come back and cut it down.
True.
How's my mom calling me? Okay, first time on eDIOCRACY, my mom is calling me. Okay.
Let's go.
Hello, mother.
What? Why aren't you at the dinner? What dinner?
Okay. No. Nope.
What, Josh?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, I took a nap earlier.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I'll see you later. What?
Lock the door, bro. I thought you were awake.
Kind of.
That's my...
We're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
You're recording.
Yeah, go on ahead. Say hello to everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna call me Moon Pie on recording. Thanks, appreciate it.
Got him. Roasted.
New nickname for Johnny unlocked.
Okay. Okay, love you. Bye.
Title unlocked. Moon Pie.
I feel like if I call the DM Moon Pie, he might just find a way to murder my character. I'm not gonna do
No,
that.
he would murder you in real life.
Oh, that is all true.
Gosh. No, it's trust me, it's just long story.
Gotcha.
So it's not like it's bad or anything. It's just like now
You
I have
liked
to-
moon pies as a
now I feel obligated to explain the story. Okay, well I guess we'll take a little detour real quick.
Story time with Johnny.
Oh my
This is the
god.
break.
Story time.
Okay. Let's stick on some funny music real quick. Alright. So, let's tune back when I used to play baseball. If you guys didn't know, I played like a lot of baseball. So like an entire decade of baseball. And I was actually pretty freaking good at it, ironically, even though when you look
Crazy.
at me, you wouldn't figure it out. Yeah, exactly. Crazy. So, the thing is when I was playing Fun League baseball, I was on a team of basically a bunch of kids that just didn't want to be there. So, since over half the team didn't really want to be there, the coach's son being one of them as well, my team was sitting there, and we lost pretty much every single game that season. We didn't win any of them.
Big oofs.
Except one. And what was ironic is that this was the second to last game of the season. We weren't going to go, do any playoff things or anything. This was like a fun league baseball anyway, so it wasn't like anybody took it that seriously, but we didn't really, we were sitting there and, nobody took it seriously and everything, but we were sitting there and we ended up going against one team. The undefeated team of the season. So, everybody kind of strapped on their baseball pants, got their shirts all ready to go, and prepared to lose that game. Well, we sat there for, most of our time, because I think they only did 7 innings instead of 9 in the Fun League. So we spent a good 5 or 6 just sitting there, basically just screwing around. They didn't really make anything on us, but we also didn't really hit anything either. And so I'm sitting there, a little bummed out that, we basically are going to lose every single game that season because I was one of the only ones that actually cared to play the baseball game. And what happens is my grandma and my mom shows up a little late to the baseball game. And one thing they bring, my mom brings a double-decker moon pie because I liked moon pies. So I go up to bat. And now keep in mind, one thing that happened to me in baseball all the time was that the kids would be too scared to throw the baseball in the strike zone for me. So I'd walk to base or I'd get hit with the ball and then walk to base. If there was a trophy for the most times being hit in a season, I would have gotten it pretty much every year. And so, I'm sitting there, up to bat, kind of ready. I really just want to hit one really good one. So I'm sitting there. And all of a sudden, right when the pitcher's getting up to the mound, my dad looks at me and he goes, "Look." And I look over for a second, and he goes, "We've got you a moon pie right here. If you make it all the way around the bases and come all the way back to home plate and score that point, you can have this moon pie." I grin very big and scream, "Moon pie!" as the pitcher throws it while I'm distracted. Turn, see the ball, and I literally hit a grand slam.
Oh my gosh.
Gave us 4 points all the way around, and then we played probably the best defense we had the entire season for the last inning. So they scored nothing, and we beat them 4-3. And so basically ever since then, everyone jokingly called me Moon Pie. And my parents never let that down. So every single season after that, too, my baseball team would call me Moon Pie. Thank you, Mom and Dad.
Well, I think we have the answer to who would win, a undefeated baseball team or one hungry boy?
One
The
hungry
age-old
fat
question.
boy. So yeah, that's that was that. So yeah, that was story time with Johnny. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. It is time for us to move on to the actual session at hand, where all of you were getting on a wagon and heading off for another day.
Did we rest for?
I, you can just say we rested.
Well, yeah, you
I guess.
rested. Yeah, you rested, got on a wagon, and you started heading off today. Okay, cool. Ha da da da. You're traveling, and so y'all head off
Do
again.
the
What?
Sorry. Do the temp hit points wear off or?
Yes. Yeah, they
Okay,
do
let me go ahead and-
wear off. Yep. So they don't last incredibly long, only about an hour.
I figured. I just wanted to be sure before
Yeah.
I left it on.
So
I was gonna say usually temporary HP only lasts up to an hour.
but yeah, so you're all you all head off on your grand adventure again to the city of Hector. And so making your way out to the city of Hector. You spend another day pretty much traveling. You get gotta measure this out again. Yeah, so you get down the road a pretty good ways before it starts to, spending the whole day just traveling. And well, once you finally decide to sit down and rest, you do notice that there's not really many trees around. Like, there's a few kind of on the side of the road and everything, but it seems that you are in fact hitting some type of clearing. There's a lot of grass around you, and it seems peaceful. It's kind of windy, and basically, like, all of you just kind of like look around, I guess, for like a good place to camp. You could just camp out in the middle of the field, or find a tree or something to maybe like get under for shade. But overall, it looks pretty open. So if anybody came down the road, they would pretty much see you.
I guess when we go to bed tonight, we'll stand watch
I mean, we could also park
closer to the wood.
it. Yeah, park like closer to like the woods and stuff.
Yeah. And so,
I pulled a bowl of cereal out of my hat.
cereal hasn't been invented yet. Where'd you get the bowl from?
More pocket the bowl, I made it. Telling your story of baseball.
Do you have an
Actually,
actual bowl
good
of cereal in real life right now?
Yeah, I do.
That's where this came from.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you?
Yeah, so the lucky hat kind of jumps up. It kind of like basically comes up a little bit and then settles back down, and the bowl kind of slips out of your hands a little bit, and the basically all the cereal, milk, everything just right into the ground, but none of it hits you. So your clothes are fine.
I soil his pants.
How much psychic damage should I, Johnny?
You take one more psychic damage.
Okay.
And I clean his pants afterwards.
So, how much further from the destination?
As you look at your map, you have roughly, you can estimate that if you travel pretty much the entire day for both days, you can make it in roughly 2 days. you might make it like within like an hour or two of the tournament itself starting.
Can we skip like staying for the night and travel through the night a little bit, just so that we have some extra time before we get to the tournament?
Yeah.
So basically, take shift driving and going to sleep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. If that is what y'all want to do. So
Yeah, I feel like it would be better to
We're gonna
have some
push the
predictability.
horses to the
yeah,
max.
if y'all, I mean, if y'all want to go throughout the night and everything, you can. So
But we do need to remember to buy some carrots for the horses. So
We'll
Or
buy.
sugar cubes.
Yeah.
yeah, sugar cubes. Okay, sugar cubes then.
okay. So well, y'all kind of decide this. You know, Ido is like off to the side in the field, just like picking flowers and stuff like that, and basically all of you start loading back into the wagon and everything. And he turns around and goes, "Wait, are we not staying?"
We figured it might be better to have a little bit extra time when we get to. Is it Hector? Is that the city?
Yeah, Hector.
When we get to Hector, instead of being there right as the tournament is about to start.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess that's true, but I don't know. Traveling at night's still kind of dangerous.
Don't worry, we're experienced though.
Okay. I guess it can't hurt. So he gets
We
up.
experienced in this, Dazu.
Yes, for the most part. And I use my ring to cast light so that we can see where we're going.
Okay. Well,
Light spell as well.
so yeah, do you cast it?
Like we have headlights.
Do you cast it inside your bowl to make up for the lost cereal?
Yeah, and I look upsetting, like I just start frowning and stare deep into my bowl.
he's just
empty.
he's just sitting there. He stares in for a while, and then you just see him dip his spoon in it, pretending to eat more cereal. And you just see like a shadow of the spoon on the top of the canopy. Alright. So y'all end up basically traveling throughout the night.
I don't know why I'm hitting the glass bowl.
Alright. So, question: who's driving?
I know we're taking shifts, so I'll start off driving, I guess.
Okay.
And I'll drive him.
Okay. So.
Bum 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 bum.
We have our cart license.
You have a license for that, sir?
No.
You've even got headlights.
Yeah, yeah, horsies. We take off and continue our way down, I guess.
One sec.
Man. Man. Ow.
What are you doing?
What is child? Oh, it's my cat.
Oh, you're meowing at your cat.
Yeah. She walked in the
so-
room and started
I let
stating
the horses drink
her
the
presence.
from my
Who'd
water
you-
scan.
Who do you think he
Since
was
they're
singing
doing
to?
I just didn't know what he was doing.
It's actually
All I heard
meowing
was,
to
"Meh,
Josh.
meh."
All right, so
That would be fair though.
All
I
right,
was
so
meowing at
y'all
Josh.
are gonna be taking shifts throughout the night. Are y'all planning on just driving the entire night?
I think we should do only part of the night. That way we don't overwork the horses.
Okay, so how
Does
long?
everyone agree or
That's fair.
So how long?
is it already like pitch black dark or like what's the approximate time?
Right now it's sunset. Y'all haven't even taken off yet. Like it's getting to sunset.
Okay.
Yeah, Josh
say
trying to figure this out before we go. So
yeah. I say we drive what, like 5 hours maybe? 6 hours? And stop.
So
That should work.
5 or 6.
Should be good.
How many miles to the gallon do these two babies get?
how many miles to the gallon?
How many gallons?
Let's see. It's about 4 miles per gallon.
Is gallon water, or are we actually just feeding gasoline to horses?
All I can think of is the Team 4-star video where it's like Mr. Popo's got the carpet, and he's like 4,000 miles to the soul, gallon.
My goodness.
So, it takes roughly about, for you guys going and everything, it takes roughly about 4. Like at a normal pace for these horses, it's about 4 miles per hour.
4 miles per hour.
Mm-hmm.
Is that even worth it? Because I don't want to like.
I mean, if you go for 5 hours, you get an extra 20 miles.
That's true.
So.
And how many miles away are we?
Well, the closest fork in the road, like one of the main forks, is about roughly 17, 18 miles.
But we could get to the fork and then stay, like stop, and then continue on. From the fork.
That just might be.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. We'll get to the fork, and then stop, and then we'll finish in the morning.
Okay. So, because that's going, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, y'all could do that pretty much. Alright. So, yeah, so basically, y'all kind of work it a little, if you work the horses a little bit more, they end up going for a bit. Pretty much as they're,
I'm just gonna start meowing at the horses.
Novos, those aren't cats.
So
You know what a
Um,
cat looks like.
I gotta get my vision checked.
So,
I just thought they were large cats. I wasn't sure what type of animal they were.
yeah, y'all travel for a little bit. You travel for a little bit longer. About 4.5 hours, and swapping off and everything. You finally get to the fork in the road. Seems pretty quiet. There's a signpost. There's basically one leading to a village to the south, and then there's another one that leads onto a road north, but it basically points to Hector.
Okay. Alright, I guess we should stop here.
That would be smart.
So I guess we kind of set up a camp.
You do notice Ido kind of seems to be looking around almost constantly, though. Like he's a little nervous.
What, are you afraid the competition will be so scared that they'll eliminate you early?
I just want to point out that like Gale is like wrapped up in his sleeping bag, like in the back of this, in the cart.
No, I mean it's nothing. It's nothing on that lines. It's just that I mean the main roads. It's been surprisingly calm. Like there's been no bandits. There's been no random
Well,
wolf
knock on
attacks or
wood, and I
anything.
knock on the cart.
So
Are you saying how empty they are?
yeah,
It's probably they're all at the probably all at the tournament.
maybe I don't know. See, thieves don't typically hang around, competitions really. Like those
They hang out on the way to the competitions.
exactly. And seeing as one of the biggest cities that it was promoted in was Hestia, well,
I see you.
Well, I mean, we are also like very low.
I go check the sign.
so,
I'm gonna go check too, and I'm gonna look for any kind of like rogue markings or thieves' camp markings.
all right. Um, okay.
Like, has the sign been like recently pulled out, pulled up, or
Like, did someone do
or
like
nails
a switcheroo?
recently hammered in?
All right. Dazu, I need you to give me a investigation with advantage.
Sweet.
So,
Okay.
to answer Torin, no, like the sign itself hasn't been modified, like as in it's not been pulled out of the ground or moved. So, but I'm gonna
That's
use
good.
your action to help him on his.
I got a 13.
All right. You do notice that kind of etched into the actual thing itself. You do notice it's kind of written somewhat in thieves' cant. It's kind of hard to read as it seems to be partially scratched out. So whoever did this was kind of in a rush. But you do notice that kind of in thieves' cant it seems to be some type of warning. About 2 miles up the road seems to be some type of fallen tree.
And they were rushing.
There
to
seems to
write
be a
that?
fallen tree up in the
Yeah,
road.
it seems.
You don't
Oh,
notice.
I think I know what that. Maybe like more me as a player knows kind of what that is.
No,
It's
no,
like
I
a
was saying that. I was saying that to Brandon and Novos.
I see.
Oh.
Think it's a
What were you
possible
saying?
ambush spot.
Yeah, it's an ambush spot, I think. Because why else would there
Okay.
be a quickly scrawled message about a fallen tree? Like
In
that just
thieves'
seems kind of
cant.
silly to write it. In thieves can't at
Yeah.
that, yeah.
So, you never know.
So
Maybe it's a
anyway,
trick.
I started blasting.
What were you? What are you blasting?
It was just for memes, but I mean, I have to see the magic missile, so I can't magic missile, or I would send a magic missile.
I fire firebolts in the air.
Oh, thanks
So
for
don't
alerting our
do that.
position. That's great.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
a pack
just give
of
away
wolves
where we're
just
at.
come out of no. I'm just... It was the wolves from Ortasia.
I would. Oh, right.
But
And
I
we're
tell
dead.
everybody
Goblins.
No, you're not dead. You've got Gel with you. You're fine.
Goblins.
but I tell
I don't see
everybody
any
about
mind
that
goblins.
message.
Mind goblin these nuts.
I don't fall for any others other than that one joke. That's just gonna be Novos' thing. It's only that joke that he continuously falls for every time.
Because he thinks it's actual goblins.
He thinks it's like actual like spigot goblins.
But yeah, I tell everybody about the message and say that it's probably an ambush spot, so we need to be careful going further.
I mean, that's true, but what if that's also just a message to kind of pry us away.
Or it could be an old message.
Could
Well,
be.
I guess there's only one way to find out.
I guess you Daz, you should probably drive in or at least be in the front.
Yeah.
But we haven't like rested fully.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
haven't
right.
rested. It's still
No,
night.
no. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
still night.
I think
I
we
think-
were supposedly resting in the wagon, though.
We
Maybe
were
like
resting
a
on the
short
way,
rest,
but
you
we
know, yeah, like some of y'all were
Yeah.
swapping off and getting like short rests quickly, but like,
and plus horses
know.
still need to rest too. They've been
Yeah.
going throughout the night.
Mm.
So we'll rest here, but we'll stay we'll do watches. You know, I'll do the first watch.
Okay.
so. All right, so y'all are not heading any further. Right
Have
now,
the
you're just gonna-
horses in
just gonna
the
chill.
center of the camp.
Yeah.
All right, so y'all are just
And
gonna
do the
chill.
same thing with the cart.
So, all right. So, you know, you kind of relax and not really worry about all of that. You know, you try to relax a little bit before you actually have to head off and get to the city itself. And you know, you relax for a while. Nothing too big. The horses are able to be able to get some sleep as well. And you end up waking up the next morning. Seems peaceful and everything. You know, nothing too big to it. But you do, in fact, notice that Ido is once again gone.
Was that last rest, was that considered a long rest? Because I kind of
Yeah.
wanted to
Yeah.
prepare some different spells.
Yep. That one's
okay,
yeah,
okay.
it was.
But Ido is gone.
Yeah, he's just gone. Like you don't see him you don't see him anymore.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can find him or find where he went?
So, no. You just can't find him. Like you're looking around, you looked at because it's just all grassland at this point. It's either you're going to see him in the grass or you're not.
I'm sure he knows his way. We should hurry up and head to the to Hector.
I guess so.
I cast Prestidigitation and I sold Ashu's pants.
It's prestidigitation.
You know, it's almost like
Oh,
the thumb num 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 gum.
Gum, yeah.
Yeah, I cleaned myself.
Yeah, the gun.
So, Novus, do you even have that? Do you even have that spell?
Yeah, I equipped it in the long rest.
Oh, okay, so you just learned it.
Just 2 swords.
Yeah, he spent the night learning it. Spent part of his
Yeah, and
night
then I
learning
just
it.
immediately clean it.
This is gonna be
Still,
wild.
but
He actually gave up a cantrip just to have that to spoil his pants.
Yep.
I mean, that's the same reason why I have it as a cantrip.
I mean, I still have all my other ones. I just gave up the future knowledge or whatever that gives you insight on the creatures. It's not super useful.
I mean, it can't. Okay. So,
I mean, useful for sure, but I've been using it.
yeah. Okay, so, yeah, y'all have been, yeah. I guess y'all pretty much head off on another adventure.
Yep. And I'm going to be up at the front, and I'm going to be kind of like head on a swivel, keeping an eye out for any kind of like ambush.
Okay. Yeah, so you travel for a little while, and you know, you know, I mean, it's only about like half an hour of traveling. You get up the road, and you notice that the quote-unquote tree that's in the road seems to have been basically seems to be pretty much chopped in half, like clean cut in half, and moved to opposite sides of the road. So it's just two random logs just kind of sitting on the side of the road.
Okay.
Oh, they're not blocking the road?
No.
No. Nothing's blocking the road.
Okay. I was worried I might have had to do intimidation and kind of flex and
He's gonna
That would intimidate me.
Man, I'm already intimidated, and you haven't even rolled yet.
I guess we'll continue on.
So
it was very nice of whoever sliced the tree in half. Was it a single stroke or was it like many?
yeah, it's just a
What?
it's just a clean strike right down the middle.
I'm gonna still keep an eye out as we're going.
Yeah. All right.
Man, hopefully that's not in the competition.
So, you end up traveling for a while. After about, after a good portion of time, I'd say roughly about 5 hours or so, you finally end up at another fork in the road. You do notice that the sign itself does point. It says north to Hector and then south to. It says south towards Dorn.
Can we check the sign real quick?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, you walk over. I need you to give me a good old investigation.
Just a straight one.
Yep.
That's a no. 3.
Yep. You walk up
It's a
to
sign.
it. Yep. You walk up to it, and it's a sign.
This looks like a sign.
Yep.
You know what? I'm gonna use my ability. Then I'm gonna re-roll.
Yep.
Sick. I got a 6 that time. So
It is
Still
a
looks like a
wooden
normal.
sign.
yeah.
You can tell it's very well handmade.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kind of like have somebody else check as well. Maybe someone. I don't even think anybody has an investigation that's good.
I'll investigate too.
What type of sign do you think this is?
I just wanted to make sure that we're not like going the wrong direction, or
I rolled a
there's
6,
nothing like.
so I agree with them. This is indeed
Okay,
a
we're just
wooden
gonna
sign.
follow the sign.
You gonna follow the sign?
I'm gonna go ahead and
established it's a wooden
investigate.
sign.
Okay, so you're gonna follow the.
I got a
would-be sign?
9. Also determined that it is a wooden sign.
I keep forgetting that I could
You
cast
actually read
guidance
what's
on
on
you
it.
guys for these, and I keep forgetting about it.
The only guidance these guys are gonna need is the special ed.
Oh my god!
I'm
Oh my
fairly
Alex!
certain even if we had guidance, we wouldn't be able to figure anything more out.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's a wooden sign with markings.
Okay.
It tells
So
you
I
what it
guess
Guys,
is.
the words
What
on this
is-
sign.
Okay. What
I
does
wonder
the
what the words
word
say.
Lord say.
I don't know. I'm a little.
Oh, that's right. I forget about that.
Oh no.
Illiterate.
I was
read.
dying
Was that
for
was
the
that
meme to it.
I just like that
Was
you're a
that-
noble who doesn't know how to read.
was that on your word a day
That
calendar?
would be funny.
Was that on your word a day calendar?
Yeah. Illiteracy?
Illiterate.
Yeah. Yeah, illiterate is the word a day.
So we
But
just follow the sign.
All right. So you follow the sign and head north to Hector, right?
Yep.
All right. So you turn, you just kind of, you start making your way north, and after just a bit of time, you spend maybe a couple of hours and everything, you end up hearing like some type of banging from under the wagon itself.
I guess we stop and look underneath.
Yeah. So as you basically stop and you go to look underneath, you see basically you see basically hanging from like vines on the bottom of the wagon itself is just Ido just sitting there like asleep, and it seems like and he's got like the kind of like a little bit of a knot on his head where it seems like his head's been banging against the wagon for quite some time.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's where you went.
Wait, so we left without checking where Ida was?
Yeah, because we didn't know where he was. He was gone.
Yeah. There he is.
He effectively vanished
Wait,
without
was
a
he awake
trace.
and then got knocked out by the banging, or was he like, or was he just asleep this whole time?
Medical check.
Medical check.
Medical check. Cool.
Rolls
I
a
can
not
think
one. He dead.
I can do a medicine check if we want.
He's been dead.
Oh my god.
Yeah, let me check. Let me check. Oh, I got a 10. That actually might be able to do something. Is he alive? Is he-
Yes, he's
good?
alive. He's sleeping.
Oh, okay.
I guess we like wake him up.
I cast
I know.
Prestidigitation and I soil his pants.
Oh my gosh.
Prestidigitation and I soil his pants.
How good you
Wake up! You
that?
your pants.
Yeah. So one thing
I
you do.
know. Wake up.
Yeah, one thing you do notice when you attempt to soil his pants is that for some odd reason the magic can't reach inside of the vines.
Interesting.
So
I know. Wake up.
I just use my shadow blade and slash the slash at the vines.
so
Oh.
yeah, you go and basically hit the vines.
Or
And,
my
like,
I just use a sword.
between that and Dazu, kind of like yelling at him, he kind of like jolts awake and he goes, "Ah! Oh, are we dead?"
No, you were
Yeah,
asleep.
we've been attacked by giants.
Oh, I was okay. I was just asleep. Got it. Okay, what time is it?
Time to get a watch.
I like look up at the sky and gonna try and figure out what time it is.
Yeah, it's like
I think it's like-
noon probably, like about 11, 12.
Yeah, it's like
you know.
noon.
It's noon. Wait.
No,
Oh
no.
gosh. Oh, did
Water.
we sleep too long? Okay, sorry. And the vines just kind
No,
of
you
like
just
shrivel
slept
up
too
and
long.
die, and he flops to the ground as he grabs his quarterstaff. And like, don't worry, I'm good. I'm fine. It's just, oh man, that was
Oh.
actually pretty nice. I had a really good dream. It was nice.
Okay. I'll give the horses
Was
2
I there?
liters each of the
No, you
special water,
No, you
bro.
wasn't there.
Oh, that's a shame. I
Uh,
was hoping you'd be thinking of me.
no, I was thinking of someone.
No, we
but it
try
wasn't
very hard
you.
not to think about you, even when you're right here.
Okay. Okay. Well, time for us to get on the road again. He looks around. He goes, "Where are we?"
We've been on the road.
How
I
long?
soiled
the
Josh's
Hector.
pants.
We thought you had left. We woke up, you weren't there, we couldn't find you.
Did you check the cart?
We didn't think you'd be under the cart.
Naturally.
Is that a sarcastic question, or are you serious?
I mean, whatever. I guess we're here. So we're on our way to Hector?
Yes.
Okay. How long have we been traveling?
What, like 4 hours?
So at this
So
point,
5 hours?
Yeah, at this point, it'd been like 5.5 hours.
Yeah, so about 5 hours.
5 hours. 5 hours? Wait. Oh gosh. We should be coming up in the fork in the road soon.
We just passed it a little bit.
Oh, okay. Got it. Oh, so we shouldn't be that far from Hector then.
We went north.
What?
That's what the sign said, was to go north for Hector.
No. Hector's in the south. What was the other direction?
Dorn?
The city of Durn? Durn is like way up
Durn.
north.
Oh, good thing we didn't get very far.
Oh gosh.
Because we had just passed the fork, right? Like, not very
Yeah, it's
long.
like you're like 30 minutes away, pretty much. Like you, yeah.
So we just backtrack.
Wait a minute. We're going the wrong direction.
Yes,
I
yes, we
smacked
are.
Torn upside the head.
I knew that sign looked weird. It probably wasn't even made out of wood.
You know, I like how instead of like looking at the map to make sure, we just like trusted the road sign.
Well, I don't have boundary open, so I can't see the map. I can only see the very blurry
No, don't
image.
our characters have a map?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure we do.
No one did even thought to look.
I just trusted the sign.
I think
Plus, it's
You
everyone
funny.
just
can't always
blindly
trust
trusted
the map.
sign.
Well, why would a sign lie to us? You know?
I don't know. Maybe it was a
I'm just gonna
sign.
blame Novos for this.
Alright. I saw your pants.
I clean my pants for your pants.
By the way,
I
the
clean
spell,
my pants.
if you really want to, the spell only lasts for an hour, so you can just leave it.
Yeah, I know. You can.
Just
It lasts
leave.
for an hour, and you can have up to 3 effects at a time.
I have bad breath.
I think it smell like you just farted and shit your pants.
I'm surprised you're not like burning up all your magic slots just doing this.
It's
No,
a
this is
cantrip.
They're
this is a cantrip.
cantrips. Yeah.
That's why we're just so like
Yeah.
going at it, because it's more fun that way.
So,
Yeah.
I do want to note too that when you go to clean or soil an object, it's not supposed to be larger than 1 cubic foot.
Yeah,
If,
but that's like most clothes, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
if they're packed, but like the object
I
itself has
soil
to
his
be.
underwear.
Well, I mean, I guess that's fair. I can't really argue with that one. I feel like Dazu's underwear is less than 1 cubic foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like you
Anyway,
can soil
so-
my robe.
Your rope.
My robe.
Oh, I do. I use multiple effects and soil it.
So,
okay, cool.
you end up
Yep.
heading back onto the road
You're
again.
Mr. Armor and the wolf
Yeah, so we
belt
backtracked.
and the
Yeah. So
battle axe.
you end up backtracking and
On a battle axe.
you know, basically all
Who
of
has
you.
the battle axe?
So all of you end up heading back into the wagon, getting ready, and Ido hops in the back, And he goes, "Okay, well, time for us to head south and head to Hector." So are we still good on time?
I believe so. I mean, we only are out like by about half an hour from the fork.
So, okay, yeah, that shouldn't be
Make
too
it
bad.
smell like I farted.
Johnny, for the sake of this, even though I'm not
And
in
then I
eighth
say, "Who
level-
smelt it, dealt it."
even though I'm not an 8th level cleric, can I just cast 8th or anti-magic field? Just so we can get this going.
You could do it in the form of a battle axe.
Oh, even better.
Do keep in mind that he is close enough to be in melee range.
The next person who casts Prestidigitation, I am going to take a swing at.
He stands at the
made it so
ready.
tempting.
The horses cast prestidigitation.
Alex has soiled himself because the horses made him.
But all right, so I'll end up heading south on the road, and you travel for quite a little bit. So that would be sure. Yeah. All right. So, after quite a bit of traveling, it does seem that you are looks to be about maybe a mile outside of Hector. You can kind of you could see it off in the distance as you're kind of coming up to it, and it's basically sunset at this point. And Ido goes, "Well, I guess that's the city of Hector, isn't it?"
So it looks like it.
Looks like it.
Oh man, have y'all ever been to Hector?
Nope.
Oh man,
Nope.
This is gonna be quite the place then. Well, on the bright side, Hector is considered the city of magic, which means we're going to be seeing all types of weird things. Are any of you perhaps scared of very large animals such as bears?
No, it's mine.
No, I just make the bear self, so I'm fine.
Okay. That is good to know, because you'll see a lot of animals walking around this town. A lot of animals. Some of these animals might actually soil on your clothes. So
Oh.
I
Well,
had yeah.
Is
That's
that
not
like
great.
the extra charge to do it to Novos, or
Yeah, no, I don't. Some of the animals listen, some of them don't. It's been quite some time since I've been here, but if it's anything like how I remember, this is gonna
oh,
be.
sorry. I know
weird.
we didn't wake you up in time, so you kind of are a little tired.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah. So that's just how it is. It happens. I'm tired.
A little EP, Johnny? A little EP?
No Ido's EP, okay? Now shut up.
Oh, Ida's EP.
Yeah.
Little EP Ido?
how much
Your little
earlier
EP?
did we show up?
What?
Because you said that before. Because you had said before that we were like, with the pace that we were going, we would have gotten there with an hour to spare before the tournament. So how much time do we have now?
Well, it's like sunset like the day before.
The day before. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pretty much.
So I guess we should find some place to stay and maybe find something to drink.
The drink does sound nice, so. But I don't know, not that alcohol stuff. The stuff.
Yep.
Don't want
And we
to.
can find something that's not.
Hopefully
Not
they
alcohol.
serve peppers. So.
Peppers. Ooh, a good
Dr.
pepper
Pep-
does sound pretty good.
Peppers?
Big juicy peppers.
That does sound pretty good. I think
Maybe some yellow peppers.
Ido just passes out.
Well,
Maybe
I
blue
guess you could
peppers.
carry it.
Blue peppers are good.
Yeah.
Purple peppers. They
Peter Piper.
Pickled purple
maybe
peppers?
should avoid those.
Maybe there's a guy named Peter that has purple pickled peppers.
If it gives
true.
you
And maybe
the
he likes
purple
to
Do you think
pepper
the
gives you the
Pickled peppers he sells are puckered?
They might be. They might be pickled pepper, purple peppers.
it gives you the the curse of diarrhea.
Oh, Novos already has that.
How much longer is this session going to be?
Let's keep
However
going.
much longer you're
Let's,
gonna let it
let's
be.
keep going to determine. So, on our way, go.
Alright, so you with a sleepy Ido in the back, and he's just sitting there basically asleep. His head's basically literally just laying basically on Gel's shoulder as he's just falling asleep. All of you basically ride into the city. The guards kind of see you passing by, don't really give a second thought, and as you come into the city, you see that it is, there's lights bustling everywhere. You do notice that all of the lights in the city itself don't seem to be actually lit with a torch or flames or anything, but all of the lights seem to be actually made with magic. Mostly the light cantrip itself, just throughout the entire city, lighting everything up. You do notice animals kind of pondering about. The last few people that are up for the day or walking home, and some of them have animals kind of following with them. There's a wolf with one person. There's a bear literally traveling with a group of kids through the street. Just everybody kind of just enjoying their night as you pretty much walk through town. And so you're all planning on looking for a tavern, right?
Yeah, somewhere to stay and somewhere to eat and drink.
So, you travel a little bit, and you get to the town square area, and nearby you do in fact see you see a guy pretty much holding this huge sign that has a picture of ale on it, and he's sitting there flipping it around and everything, trying to get people's attention. He's like, come on, any of you, come on, get in, come on, you! And he points straight over at the wagon. You, come on!
I don't know. He seems a little pushy.
On the sign, we'll come over.
So, you said you're going over? Or...
I said
said
do a kickflip on the sign, we'll go over.
So, yeah, and so you see him... You see him basically take the sign. He kind of stands it up. He gets on top of it and like a skateboard, and basically just does a kickflip. And he's just like, "Come on!"
All right, that's where we're staying.
All right,
he's got my vote.
All right, so you kind of ride closer to everything, and he looks over at Dazu and goes, "Y'all looking for somewhere to stay for the night?"
Yes, actually.
Well, let me tell you about this great new tavern that just opened up. All you got to do is head down the road right behind me, go about 3 blocks, and you're going to see a park. Just across the park is going to be an amazing tavern for all of you to stay at. And trust me when I say it has some of the best drinks in town. Seriously, I think I had about 6 of them, and man, do I feel amazing! And he just kind of you see him just start walking away from you guys, screaming at other random people, "Come on! Come on! Come on!"
Could I do an insight? If I could do an insight on him, but I don't think I need to.
Are we sure his drinks weren't spiked?
He seems pretty chill.
He's
Hey,
anything
I'll
but chill.
roll
What are you
insight.
talking about?
I'll roll insight, see if he's actually being genuine or if he's just like put on a show.
All right. Yeah, sure. Roll for insight.
Not one. He is. He is.
He
As
is the most.
genuine as I've ever
Yeah, he
seen.
is basically convinced you at this point. This is the best place in town.
You guys, this is gotta be the greatest place ever. Have you not? Do you not see how he is? He's gotta be.
Good.
I think we should go to this one.
By the way, the guy like basically
think
has
so?
this guy like puts a sign partially on the ground, has it ramped up against his arm, and you see him pull out like a very miniature skateboard, and you see him do a kickflip with his tech deck.
I'm sold. Big sold. I have no more questions. Who's got kickflips on kickflips is crazy. That's crazy. What a
Now, the
guy.
question is, can he do a kickflip while doing a kickflip?
Oh my god.
Ooh, good question. That's a good question. I asked to use his tech deck, and I try to do a kickflip. I'm gonna roll for performance.
So, yeah, you just walk over and you just take it out of his hands and just try to do it.
I got a 15.
15. You basically like you go to pull it up. You think you're gonna make it, and then all of a sudden this thing flips out of your flips over your fingers and everything, and just lands. It goes right down his ramp, and just kind of slides on the pavement a little bit before you notice that like basically some wagon comes by and just crushes it.
Oh no!
Yeah, he basically he drops aside. He falls to his knees. Jerry, no! I got more at home. It's okay. And he just gets up, grabs the sign, and just starts walking down the street some more. Come on! Come on!
I think we should just go.
I think you're right. I think we should just go.
So,
I
yeah.
think we should stay there, bro.
yeah, very much so. So, you end up heading down. You go a couple blocks down and everything, and you see the park. And just across it, you can start hearing some music. There's some lights going on inside. Not like that. Like
It's a nightclub.
Let's go back. Let's go back a few hundred years. To like not the not the I don't know, the 1990s, but like let's just go to. All right, so basically, y'all come up to it. You do see to the side there are places to hitch horses and to put the wagons and stuff. So you pull on over, get everything settled. There's a little patio out front. It's got a couple tables that people are drinking at and everything. But you notice this place, it's quite large. But the main thing about this is that in the middle of the entire building itself is just a large tree that's just poking out the top of it.
Is Ido still awake, or is he like actually still kind of like asleep?
He's basically cuddling Gil at this point. He's like absolutely just out.
Ido, wake up! Look at this. And I try and wake him up so he can see the tree. Look at this tree.
5 more hours.
I'm gonna message in his head. Come and look at the tree.
A tree? What? There was a tree? Did we get
Look at this
answers on
tree.
that
And
tree?
I point up at the tree.
The tree.
That's in the tavern.
Yeah.
Look.
Whoa, that's a big tree.
Yeah, maybe you can sleep in it.
That sounds like a good idea. Okay.
So let's go inside.
Yeah, let's go inside. And he goes to take a step and just plops right into the ground and just like, crap, never mind. I'm awake now. Oh, it hurt. And he gets up and he's like, okay.
Oh my god.
He gets up and he's like, okay, well,
There's
time for us to Time for us to sit here. We're at a tavern. That's good. That's good. We need to sleep. We need to sleep. We need to sleep.
Yeah. So we go
There's
inside
a subclass
and
of bard, and it's step. So I just wanted to spread that information that I found because I thought it was really funny. It said some college students of dubstep to channel the chaotic beat of the universe. Anyway, sorry for interrupting.
But yeah, we go inside and ask the bartender for rooms.
So, he's got some rooms. The bartender, he seems, he actually kind of seems a little surprised at first. He goes, You want rooms here? Are you sure? Nobody gets rooms here. Everybody just drinks here.
Well, the guy with the sign said that this is the best place
Guy with the
for.
sign. What do you mean? Ah, damn it. And you see him turn over to a waitress and goes, "Hey, you remember stupid tech deck guy? He stole our sign again." and the waitress just sits there with a bunch of drinks and on a tray in one hand, just kind of face palms like, "Okay, I'll go deal with it." And she walks off into the kitchen for a moment, and bartender turns to all of you and goes, "Well, if you want to stay the night, I can help you out." So,
Is this not a good place to stay the night?
Well, I mean,
Generally taverns kind of want you to stay.
well, yeah, no, look, okay. We just opened about 2 weeks ago, and not a single person stayed the night. It just. I've sold so many drinks.
Tell you what it is.
I've sold so many drinks that I could, feed an entire town at this point. And, it's great. It's great for business, but it's just weird that somebody asked to actually stay the night. If you'd like to stay the night, I can get you all set up. You know what?
Tech
Matter
that
of fact,
guy was kind of praising your drinks.
so
Yeah.
yeah, no, he was in here earlier. Oh gosh, what an idiot. Well, since you're gonna be our first customers, well, might as well, I'll give you a discount. Why not? So I'll do,
Heck yeah.
I guess for your first night, I'll do, I don't know, let's say 2 silver pieces, and
Sounds good to
well,
me.
3 silver pieces because you're gonna need 3 rooms. We only have 2 beds in each room,
That's fine.
so. All right, cool. So it's gonna be 3 silver pieces.
I will spare a silver piece.
I will also spare a silver piece.
We just needed 3 silver piece.
Yeah, just 3.
All right, I'll pay the other silver piece.
Yeah. So yeah. And he goes, okay, well, all of you decide, yeah, pretty much, you can pretty much pick your rooms. So we've got 6 rooms in the back. And by back, I mean, and you see him turn around, and he kind of looks above the counter, and behind it is the huge tree. He goes, yeah, so you're just going to walk around to the back of this, and you'll figure it out.
All right. And I guess we'll go ahead and start heading.
So you end up basically, you walk inside, you're passing people eating and stuff like that, and you walk to the back, you end up walking to the back of this tavern, where you see the back of the tree, and literally is a kind of like a set of, it's kind of like basically like almost like a fire escape kind of set of stairs, pretty much leading up, this tree, going even like out the roof itself, and you literally see pretty much 6 doors lined up straight up, numbered 1 to 6, starting from the bottom going up.
All right. I guess we'll go to our rooms.
Yep. Cool. Who's bunking with who?
I guess I'll stay with Novos.
Okay.
We'll give the lady a room to herself.
Well, there's only 2 beds per room,
Each
so
room.
I'll bunk
Oh.
with Ido.
Oh, that's true. Ido is here.
Unless you just want to
Yes,
sleep on the
Ido's still there. Yes.
Are you sure he's not sleeping on the bottom half of the cart?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Cool. And so Gale and Torin's gonna be bunking.
Yep.
Mhm.
And so all of you are pretty much. Do you have any rituals or anything y'all need to do through the night, or y'all plan on just sleeping through the night?
Me and Novos just
Sleeping.
soil and clean each other's pants a bunch of times.
I was actually about to say that, yeah.
They
Like, before he goes to bed, I soil his pants.
they
Then I
get
soil
no
his,
they
and
get
then-
no sleep at all. They just like they're just constantly soiling and cleaning each other.
They literally, it was one of those things where both of them sat down for the first 5 minutes, and they were like, okay, so if we want to have 2 hours before the tournament, because the tournament is like, roughly about 10 o'clock, we can wake up at 8 and we can still get 6 hours of sleep if we go to bed, if we go to bed at 2 a.m. So until then, soiled it! Soiled it! Soiled it! So,
We just, I cast President.
okay. So, yeah, basically all of y'all, get ready for bed, start having a decent night, kind of rest. I need everyone except for Minara to please leave this chat. You can head up to the eDIOCRACY main or corner, and I will pull you down when we're ready again.
Oh,
Okay. Idiocracy corner.
It's up.
Yep.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Trying to drag waffles. There we go. All right, cool. So, you still kind of hear the music a little bit. After a bit, it does die down. You do see Ido. He's kind of sitting over. He's kind of sitting over to the side. It seems that he's like trying to. He's got like all these herbs basically laid out on the floor. He's sitting right next to the bed, just like sitting there, like basically organizing them into piles and everything. Mostly seems like he's sorting them by like the type of herb they are, and then he starts like pretty much like shoving them in certain spots in between his braces. Doesn't really say anything. He kind of keeps to his eyes to himself, and every once in a while, his eyes kind of like, basically they'll raise up a little bit, just enough to kind of like get a glance at you, and then he just looks right back down and just gets back to organizing.
Well, I'd like to walk over to him and I'll say, is it comfortable shoving all of those herbs into your bracers like that?
Well, I wouldn't say exactly, but it's probably the easiest place to keep them. I used to have a backpack, but it kind of got shredded by wolves.
Oh,
That actually happened about
It is
3
quite
hours
unfortunate.
before I met all of you.
that is very unfortunate.
Yeah, so don't ever store meat inside a backpack without enclosing it I learned that very
that's
quickly.
very fair.
Yeah, but also this helps a lot too because you see my braces, the arm braces here, they're not exactly, I guess you could say, like normal arm braces. I had a while back, I ended up having like I guess you could say some friends that were really good at creating armor. One of them happened to be a tinkerer of some sort. And you see him reach up. There's a small like green gem, similar to an emerald, but looks a little different. And he goes and he kind of presses down on it, and when it happens, you see like basically a compartment open up, and you see basically like a small little, a very small like leather pouch pop up. I'm talking about like this thing is maybe like about 3 inches tall, probably just a small ball, and it pops up, and he kind of catches it, and he goes, "So this is actually a magical set of braces. He used to call it mini bag of holding. Pretty much, it's not really what an actual bag of holding does, but basically, whenever I press this button, it fires up. The magical part is that what it does is this brace, the leather embedded on the inside of it, will shred itself and wrap it around any set of herbs that I have already pushed down into a certain part in the brace. And the order in which I put them in the brace too allows me to, well, choose the order that it will come through. The leather repairs itself automatically after a certain amount of time, but it's really convenient when I'm trying to, help people cast spells and stuff, because if I'm like in the heat of battle, I could just press the button and it'll basically give me just enough of what I need in order to cast a spell. Yeah, I know.
I see.
Yeah, a while back, those wolves, when they were attacking me over the meat, they shredded my bag to pieces. But I mean, luckily they didn't shred me to pieces. That's kind of because of these things. I was able to put them to sleep. I had a little bit of sand on me. I had a little bit of fine sand from where I ended up getting it in the village. There's a village to the east called Ortesia, and while I was there, ended up getting some sand, so had just enough to cast a sleep spell. Works wonders against wolves, by the way. But yeah. So that's yeah, it's not very comfortable, but they work. They work.
Well, perhaps we can look into getting you a new bag while we're here in Hector.
Maybe. So I'm just a little more into trying to win the competition. So I'm probably going to be focusing everything I have into that, and I don't know, figuring out something from there.
Any specific reason why you're so determined to win this thing?
Well, it's a little bit of a long story. And you just see him kind of fidgeting with the braces again. He goes, well, I don't know. I should probably finish organizing this and get to bed.
All right.
And
We'll leave you to it then.
Yeah, he kind of grabs the herbs he has left and starts stuffing them in very quickly before he gets up and just kind of sits on the bed a bit. And he gives one last stretch and he goes, well, time to deal with the tournament. So who are you teaming up with tomorrow?
Teaming up with?
Yeah,
it's not just a...
No, it's a duo tournament.
The duo tournament? Oh.
Yeah, wait, did y'all not know anything about the tournament?
Unfortunately, the only thing we knew of was the location and the reward. Well, basic information about the reward.
I see. Okay. Well. Um. Gosh. Where to start with this? So, well, the tournament itself. So, the tournament is a magical tournament. It's a tournament of magic that is held in Hector. Uh, every 10 or 20 years, something like that. Very special. The only thing is that it changes titles every year, so they can slap the first ever tournament thing on it.
I see.
I went to I went to one when I was younger. And it was really cool. They were fighting for I think it was a like a tamed mimic or something like that. Which was very odd to say the least, but they were able to do that and enjoy a bit, but yeah, when it came down to it, when it came down to it, the winners typically are, the best at Magic. But in recent years, there are some people that don't really, I guess you could say, are not as interested in Magic as they are in, more violent sports. So the rules this year have changed a little bit. So number one, this is a duo tournament. It used to be a one-on-one tournament a while back, in years past, but they, I think here recently they wanted to change the rules. Had something to do with the number of participants. Not entirely sure. It's grown popular. At least in the last year or so. But I know at least among my friends they did. So they talked about it all the time, how much we were going to win. It was, it was great. So, but basically, the rules, they're pretty simple. There's nothing like too crazy about it. So, first starter, it is a duo tournament. It's going to require teams of 2. You can't have any more or less people in the group available at a time. If one person's not available, you're disqualified for whatever round. It will be the tournament will be a fight of some sorts. However, whenever they create the dueling arena, there is a magical barrier that is placed around. Number 1 to protect the contestants, and number 2 to protect the audience. The contestants will feel the shock of all of the magic that they're hit with and everything. However, any of them that are hit will not be physically hurt. Everything will basically be done in, I guess you could say like a mental or psychic sort of damage. It does make things kind of interesting. That's kind of the reason they also they had a thing in the past, long time ago. They had a wizard come in, and he had a cloak that made him immune to psychic damage, and so they so any mental effects or anything like that wouldn't work. So what they did is decided to basically just drop the whole. They decided to drop, I guess you could say, the requirement to get in, to allow more people to come in, and they also changed a couple of the rules to allow physical types of damage as well, because the barrier only worked against magic. So basically, if somebody were to shoot a bow, you would feel that. You would, it would hurt. The barrier itself still can protect against a good portion of the attack. So if you were shot like in the eye with an arrow, it would hurt. it would hurt a lot, but you'd still be alive. So it's gonna be pretty much a 2-on-2 type of fight. Yeah, it's kind of just tournament style. They do have one special rule that is going to be in play this year though, but they haven't like mentioned what it was. But they lowered the requirement to join, and I think they actually put a cap for S rank adventurers not to be allowed to join from guilds. Something to do with needing them for other tasks or something like that. So they'll probably be off towards like the town, the capital, pretty much in Hector, the town hall. So, yeah. But
Interesting.
yeah. So y'all heard it was like a magical sword?
Yeah, just again, we had basic information. All we know is that it was a magical sword of some kind.
Yeah. It's a magical sword, all right. It's probably one of the most excited I've seen one of my friends get ever, really. He was a dwarf, and he was good at tinkering with stuff. He wanted to be a blacksmith, but unfortunately, he didn't exactly, I guess you could say, have the strength to do it. He was a dwarf that studied more into tinkering with certain things, just to kind of occupy his time, and ended up being someone that used firearms quite well. I could tell you that much. But, yeah, he was a good friend, and he was definitely very intrigued in the sword. The sword was actually made by one of his ancestors. I'm trying to remember what his name was. It was like Greto or Gando, something like that. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Gandolfo. I have no clue. But as one of his ancestors made it, so he was very, very into trying to get it. It's a magical sword. I'm not sure what it does, but all I know is that the sword itself has been basically given a special name throughout history. This sword's been used by many great adventurers, some of them even making it to S rank in some of the guilds. The sword itself, for some weird reason, seems to never break. And there's apparently some very powerful magic within. And pretty much the legend knows it by the name of Fenrir.
Interesting.
But that's enough of that. I can see that we're both tired. So I'm gonna get some sleep, and I guess in the morning everybody can talk about stuff. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that sounds good to me.
Yep. I just wonder who I'm gonna have to team up with tomorrow. Maybe I'll find some random person across, off the street. We'll see.
We'll have to see. I know our group, we've got an odd number, so I might be looking for a partner myself.
Yeah. Nah, don't worry. You won't have to worry about me. And he just lays down, closes his eyes, and within, I swear, seconds, this man is already snoring.
I get ready and I lay down for bed as well.
Yeah. And so, you enjoy the night and get a good amount of rest, as I now get to drag all of them back in here. They were playing freaking putt party. What the heck? My gosh.
You actually got us at the perfect timing because we
Oh.
just finished a stage.
Oh wow.
That was hilarious.
We
just put
we got
putting.
we got hammered.
Oh my gosh.
No, that's just Brendan.
That's
Yeah, that was ooh.
All right. So, all of you end up waking up in the morning, and as you all wake up, you kind of go down and get ready for breakfast. A few minutes later, you see, basically, first one's up pretty much, or Dazu and Novos. They're both like excited. Both of their pants soiled, and they keep cleaning their own pants and everything. So they get down there and get to a table and everything. Start, they order breakfast very quickly, and next, you see Torin and Gel kind of make their way down, and just right after them, about a minute later, you then see Minaro is walk out, and a few minutes after that, Ido comes down.
How did everyone sleep?
It was
Pretty well.
good.
Well,
I just squint at Io. Ido. With hazy eyes. Like,
Yeah, you see him kind of like,
suspicion.
he leans over and
I
he's
think
like,
I was playing.
he-
I had a dream of playing a weird, sick game. I was losing.
yeah, Ido like sees that Novos is staring at him weirdly, and he kind of like leans over to Minara and goes, "What's his problem?"
No, I'm not entirely too sure just yet. I haven't gotten to know these folks just yet.
Good morning,
don't mind
Ido. How you doing? Sorry, just a little eepy right now, so just waking up.
Okay. I'm doing pretty good. Got a decent amount of rest. So
You basically slept all day yesterday, so
yeah. So I was traveling a lot before then, so I guess some of the tiredness of all that just decided to hit me all at once. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I got plenty of rest last night. Well, I guess we don't have too much longer. It's about 2 hours before we're supposed to meet up for the tournament. So what's everybody's plans?
I'm probably just gonna watch. I don't really get that much for Magic. Just got this, and you see, Gil casts his air rune.
Well, that
Wanna
would,
buy some peppers.
that does work, but as long as you can cast any type of magic, you can enter the tournament.
Oh, do we know if it's like so is there gonna be like multiple enemies, or is it gonna be like all sorcerers against sorcerers?
Yeah, I don't know anything.
Oh well. Alright. I was just trying to figure out what spells I should equip, but that's fine.
Well, you would have had to do it during the long rest.
Oh yeah. that's
Yeah.
true.
Yep.
Yeah. Definitely buying peppers before the tournament.
Okay.
I need to set my.
About 20 jalapenos.
I don't know why this guy's obsessed with peppers. This is like a new obsession of his.
Okay.
I got no idea.
Maybe
Well, he's
some
out there
banana
and you know, bro.
peppers to top it off.
That's gonna be 2 silver.
Oh, I gotta order a pizza actually. Now that I think about it.
So.
Where
Okay.
Domino's giving my points?
Well.
Here you go.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's 2 silver for the peppers. Enjoy your 20 peppers. Okay. So. Yeah. When it so, I was under the assumption y'all didn't really know much about the tournament.
Yeah, we don't know much.
Okay. Well, To probably put the simplest thing out there. If you didn't know, well, the tournament itself is actually going to be a duo style tournament. It only allows teams of 2. So,
Well, no, I don't know who you're gonna get to be your partner because it's not gonna be me.
so I mean, you'll have to make sure you have somebody as a partner.
Do you have a partner already?
Oh no, I was planning on finding some random dude off the street.
I could be your partner.
I don't know. I mean, out of all your magic so far, I've seen you just soil his pants over and over.
Yeah, because I'm not going to use my actual spells on him. That would be a waste.
I don't know. I typically kind of work alone anyways. It's just,
Well, you can't work alone. You just said so.
Well, yeah,
Menard,
Is
you want a partner?
everyone participating here, or oh, you said you're not participating?
I mean, I can participate if need be, but
I mean,
like
you're pretty strong. You can probably, knock a few people out at least.
Yeah, who will team up with me?
Menard, you want a partner?
I'll team up with
Uh,
you, Lauren.
question about the tournament: is it strictly magic, or
So
is it quote unquote magic?
So the tournament, I had I talked to Benara last night a little bit about it, but basically, the tournament itself is a. Long story short, it's a magic. I mean, it is a magic tournament, so you are required to at least know some form of magic. Matter of fact, when you show up to the thing itself, in order to register into the tournament, you must be able to. There's like this crystal ball that you're going to have to cast a spell onto. And from there, it will allow you to basically, enter the tournament. The only thing behind it, though, is that because of the, I guess, influx in number one, the influx in people joining into the tournament, and also because of the prize this year, it has attracted a lot of people who are not necessarily like full on like spell casting like
Casters.
apprentices. Yeah, just casters pretty much. So with that and the fact that they've upgraded the barrier for the arena, the dueling field will have a barrier that allows physical attacks to work as well. So that means pretty much anyone can participate. This entire thing will be pretty much 2-on-2 battles where, all it is you're just trying to knock out your opponent. None of you will die. The barrier itself, no matter how hard you hit somebody, the barrier will make sure that the attack is never fatal. However, if the attack was to be fatal, it would probably knock you out for a good portion of time. So,
I mean, I'm willing to be someone's partner if you want.
I am too. Let's team up.
Oh my god.
I think it's best if y'all figure out stuff beforehand and see your own thing. Figure out what you want to do as a group, because, like I said, it only allows teams of 2. Can't So
Yeah, Menard, did you want a partner?
Well, I mean, in total here, there's 6 of us, so I mean,
Mhm.
We can just 2-2.
But that's if you want to join or want one of us as your teammates.
Yeah, I'm down to partner with anybody. Whoever will have me.
Yeah, I'll have you. I'll partner with you. I think I got decent spellcasting ability, so we'll be all right.
I like how quickly you jumped and said, "I'll have you."
Well, I mean, hey, bro, I want a healer. Okay, healer good. Healer make me not die. Okay, so if I can output damage and she heals me, I feel like we stand a pretty good chance. I'm
What
playing
do you say,
strategically. Okay?
Dazu? Got my back.
Yes, I'll take care of your back.
That's good.
Dasu starts getting up and rubbing his back.
Thank you. Boo.
Licking his eyeball in the
That's not what
process.
you
Anyway,
Did you? If you don't mind, did you want to be a partner with me?
yes.
I said I do.
mean,
Oh.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. I didn't want to like really drag any of you on my team.
Well, I mean, I don't mind joining.
So, yeah. Well, the thing is the prize at the end. Do keep in mind this may be a duo tournament, but the prize at the end is still, well, it's still a sword. Like as opposed to it's like a legendary sword. So when it comes down to it, I mean, I do plan to win, and if I happen to be on a team with any of you and I win, then we'd have to decide who gets the sword. And I'm gonna be totally honest, I don't want to give it up.
do a custody arrangement. You get it on the weekends.
As funny as that would be, no.
I don't really want to give up the sword either.
And so he kind of stands up and he goes, well, I'm gonna go find somebody off the street to be my partner. Good luck to all of you, and good luck to you, big guy. Hopefully you can find somebody to join with you, but as it stands, it's probably best that I take this alone.
Okay. Well, good luck.
Never liked that guy.
So he starts walking, and as he's like walking toward the door, he kind of gives a little wave. He kind of gives a little wave back as he's like basically opening the door, and he goes, "By the way, thanks for the ride." And he walks out.
I should have fucking. I should. Sorry, this was my one F bomb. We should have just left him on the side of the street.
Yeah.
Bro was actually useless.
I guess when we go to like sign up, if Gale doesn't find anyone to like partner up with him, he just won't join. But
Yep.
it's just one of those things where it's I don't mind joining, but
Yeah.
I can partner up with Gale.
I thought you were partnering up with
Dashu.
Dashi.
So you don't want to be Dasu's partner anymore? Fine, I see how it is, Soren.
Well, what was this?
It's just what?
It's what, Soren?
What's wrong with them?
Well, you're a bit short.
I spoil your pants.
I just imagine they're like about the same size.
Soren's probably
Soren
like,
definitely will be taller than me.
yeah, probably not that much taller, but he will be taller. Because isn't he like on the
Dodge you,
short
bruh.
end?
But yeah,
Isn't he on the
So
short
yeah,
end of
soil
Dragon
your
Ball?
pants, Thorin.
I soil your pants. I soil his pants as well, in agreement.
One of you takes the left leg, one of you takes the right. The only thing that's dry is just like the crotch area. That's it. Everything else is just soil.
But yeah. I would like to partner up with Viola.
Okay, so I'm actually getting a partner. Cool.
I
I'm getting a
made
partner from the party.
How does your back feel, Doc? You got a pretty big knife back there.
I know, right? Poor Datu. Datu is dead, and I just lay on the table, just like feigning death.
Wait. You know what'd be funny? If both of you climbed into a trench coat and pretended to be one person.
Oh my gosh.
I get on
Me and Doc
Novo's
come into a
shoulders.
trench coat. Yeah, we get in a trench coat together and act as one. I mean, my deception is pretty high, so...
So what actually happened is Novo would try and convince Datu to let him on Datu's shoulder.
Gosh.
You would like,
Wait,
no, just let me get on your shoulders.
Whenever Novos runs up to somebody and like casts like a spell on them and deals damage, you know, he could basically like, as if he comes out of stealth, he gets sneak attack with it too. Because
Yeah.
you got
Thrust
Dazu there.
attack them.
Johnny, you know what'd be even better with that?
What?
Only the person that's on the bottom can control the feet. Can actually control movement on their turn.
Gosh.
Dosh had his little legs trying to carry me.
Dazu rolls a nat 1 on stealth, and so he's hidden and everything, and nobody can see him. But the problem is that like he's basically hidden from the enemy. But the problem is that like literally you just have like Novos just kind of standing there, like yeah, buddy, they can all see us.
You just hear from the bottom of the trench. You just hear from the bottom of the trench coat. You can't see Dosh. I mean Novos.
Novos is hidden.
And it's just coming from the trench coat.
Like it's muffled, just like you guys
Oh my gosh.
You might be able to hire a partner.
I
don't really have the money to hire a partner.
That's true. So, did we discuss? I know we did discuss before, but who all can possibly use the sword?
We don't know.
Yeah, we won't know
don't
until
know
we
just
see
yet?
what kind of
Just
sword.
it's a cool sword.
Okay.
It's a cool sword.
That's all we know.
Just it's a cool
I
sword.
guess Dotson will start looking for people to be his partner, I guess. Since apparently nobody wants to be my partner.
I guess it's better for Dashu because Dash actually looks like a magician. Other than Gel.
So
Dashu said, "Look, I do magic," and then he hides in a bush.
And soils the pants.
okay. So yeah, so Dazu, you're gonna go out searching for a new partner?
Yeah.
Okay. So while everyone is doing their strategic stuff and everything, I need you all to head back to the corner of the main. I need to Dazu and I are going to go find him a partner.
Okay.
More golf.
No, we're gonna play something better this time.
No, I want to play more golf.
I've had to drag him out both times. Waffles just won't leave. So, all right. So all of them are kind of sitting there, getting their own things together, getting strategies down, and or I don't know, playing Death by AI. Okay, so as they're trying to figure out ways to survive random scenarios by using basically using the Magic 8 Ball, you are looking you're looking for a partner for the tournament. So
Yeah.
you don't have that long. You have 2 hours before the whole thing starts. So where's the first place you're planning on looking?
Honestly, I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start heading towards where the sign up area is and looking along the way, and then the other place would be right around the sign up area.
Okay. All right. So you're trying to go to the sign up area and see if there's anybody there that would sign up. with
Yeah.
you. All right. So you head off. You look around for a little bit. You see people standing off to the side, but it's kind of difficult to find. Anybody that's like really not with any parties or anything like that. You know, there's a bunch of different type of fighters and adventurers and things. But you also do notice that this takes place pretty much. This whole area basically takes place right outside of the basically like the market there. So you see a bunch of stuff sitting around. There's normal stuff like you can see a fish stall and butchering stalls and stuff for food. There's a whole stall that's set up for like certain stable supplies and stuff. But you also find stalls that have a lot of magic items as well, including books.
I don't have any money for anything, so I'm not gonna really look at unless their items here are cheaper since there's more of them. Is that the case, or not?
You'll have to ask.
I'll go up and ask and look around real quick.
So you looking at the magic items?
Yeah, like the magic items in the books.
All right. So you walk up to one of the magic stalls and you see you see a kobold sitting there, and he goes, what you want? You want to buy something?
Is there? How much is your items? I come from Hestia, and typically everything is much more expensive there. So I just wanted to see if there was anything, decent enough.
Items are pretty.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you. The items here are kind of rare and everything, but I do have some that let's call it a clearance sale that I'm trying to get rid of some of them.
Okay, show me what you have.
Okay. So basically, so first thing on the agenda here, I've got right here is a cool cloak. Basically, this thing allows you to, I guess you could say, use a little bit of magic. There's only been a few of its kind ever made. The only difference is that this one was created by a sorcerer, basically a sorcerer who went to the College of Hestia. Main difference is that this guy is, known for making cursed objects, so I have zero clue if this is cursed or not. That's why I can't sell it at a higher price or someone might kill me. But basically, if you see all these like stars on the side of it, and you see like there's like a bunch of stars like embedded on the side of the cloak and everything. He goes, you can pull one of these off at any point once you're wearing it, and it will allow you to have a free cast of the grand spell of Magic Missile. So, I say free, but like I said, this thing could be cursed or not. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, moving on.
How much for that one?
That one there would be 40 gold pieces.
Okay.
And so he kind of puts it to the side and everything. He goes, well, the next one we have is this ring here. Now, this ring, it's very interesting. I have used this a couple of times. There's just one little downside. So this here is what you could call the ring of cloning. So this is 30 gold pieces. If you put this on, I guess you could say a physical copy of yourself can be summoned, somewhere within 5 feet of you. This clone of yours can be pretty much, I guess you could say, accessed at any point, and could kind of be ordered around or anything like that. Nothing too big. But the weird part about this clone is he can do pretty much anything you can. So if you wanted, a sparring partner and everything for, maybe the upcoming tournament and in about an hour and a half, you could definitely use this one.
What is the downside?
The downside behind it is that, every time that the clone gets hit with something, you kind of feel the same effect.
Interesting.
So, but he could do
damage?
everything. Sorry, what?
Like, does damage do that as well? Like, if you were to be hit with a sword or anything else?
Yeah, anytime the clone's hit with something, the damage is pretty much shared to you. So.
And so when I go down, he disappears.
I don't know. I never got that far, but I will say I used this once or twice to practice my to practice a little bit of my knife skills, and didn't know about this until I stabbed my clone, which in turn stabbed me, and it hurt. It hurt a lot. So yeah.
I believe I'll take the ring.
Wait, really?
Yes. You said 30 gold pieces?
Yeah, 30 gold pieces. Are you planning on joining the tournament?
Yes, I am.
Ooh. Okay. Do you have a partner for this tournament?
I do not.
That is unfortunate. Huh.
But, I think I will have a partner very shortly.
I think I'm getting the same idea you're thinking.
Exactly.
In that case, I think I have one more thing I can possibly put on clearance. And you see him he looks at you for a moment, gets an idea, and he reaches down into a chest that's sitting next to him, kind of rummages through things, and then you see him pull out what looks to be a scarf. It's like this red silky scarf, and as he pulls it out, he pulls it out, and it basically, as he pulls it out and puts it pretty much on the counter, it floats just above it. And he goes, "This is the scarf of healing." Now this won't heal yourself, but what this will allow you to do is, I guess, it's a very intriguing scarf. I've used it once before, and it has helped with a certain few things. But I haven't used it in depth to see what all it can do. But with this scarf, you can basically heal somebody that's nearby. They have to.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I know that they have to be within 30 feet. And you can give them a little healing. Not too much. I would say. Are you familiar with the spell Healing Word?
Yes, I believe I am.
Yes. It's I'd say it's very similar to that. It has but this one basically is only a 30-foot range, but it definitely could help if you're in a pinch. Now, with this, I'm not sure the number of times you can use it, but I feel that if you sat down and maybe attuned to it, you might be able to.
How much for this?
Normally this would be a lot more, as it is a very useful item, but... What if I made you a deal?
What would the deal be?
Well, you seem to be of the, and he starts speaking in thieves' cant, like the honorable type.
I say back in thieves' camp. Yes, I am. Of the honorable types.
So the sword that is in the arena itself. I know someone that would pay really good money for that. But I also know that this somebody is very gullible. So if you were to win the said sword and let me sell it, you could always retrieve the sword itself. And that would be a part of our deal if you just let me sell the sword. But in return of that, I'll also give you the location of our meeting so that maybe if you wanted to retrieve it back from the man who happens to be borrowing it, you could do so.
I think I like this deal.
So, and the only thing about it is that with this scarf, if you happen to lose, then you just have to return the scarf. But that's on top of a 20 gold piece fine up front.
Yeah, like a deposit.
Yeah, just a deposit. And I would keep any profits from selling the sword, but if somebody wanted to just retrieve the sword back, I wouldn't know anything.
That's right, you wouldn't. I think we can have a deal.
That does seem right. Okay. And so
I hand him the 30 on top of the 20 on top.
So 50
for
gold
both
pieces.
items.
Yep. Well, it was a pleasure doing business with you.
As with you. And I will head back to the group.
Yep. All right. So cool. So yeah, this would be.
And I guess I'll also take time to tune
to it,
when I get back. Or
because the tuning
do I have
takes
to? I'm just gonna have to attune to both.
So, no, you only have to attune to. Well,
Does the copy ring work like what is the wizard spell simulacrum, or is it different than that?
I gotta search up what that is.
Simulacrum is basically it creates a copy, like you said, but the copy, any spells that it cast, it will lose. Basically, if it uses the spell slot, it loses that spell slot. It can't regain it on a long rest.
Oh, like the clone can't do that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's pretty much gonna work the same way. I didn't even know this was a spell. Wow.
Yeah. It's like a high level I think higher level wizard spell.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the No, I'm now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, no, this doesn't require tuning.
Okay, neither of them do.
No, the
Or-
scarf does.
Okay.
Yeah, the scarf
Um,
does require tuning because the scarf, because based on his description, the scarf can't heal you, but it can heal other people.
Yeah, so I was wondering, could I get the clone to attune to it and then use it on me, even when it takes damage and things like that? That's what I was thinking about doing.
You could. So now the question is,
I don't
though,
know. If that would...
the question though is, I do want to ask, are you going to let the party know about the clone?
Oh, I'm gonna come up with the clone already active.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. And if you want to do that, sure. You could definitely do that because attunement only takes like an hour, right?
I think yeah, for most magic items. I think it's like different depending on like how rare or whatever the item actually is.
Yeah, it's when you attune, it's basically a short rest, but you can spend that hour taking a short rest to do that. So yeah, it's completely fine. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just attune to it myself when I get the chance.
Yeah. Yeah. So you'll do it
But I'm gonna
yourself
come.
rather than the clone.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be probably a little easier. Just
Yeah.
have it at least now,
Alright.
and then maybe I can decide later if I really want to or not. Like if I want the clone to.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I will let you know what it does since you're going to attune to it anyways.
Yeah.
So basically, what it does is it allows you to heal. It basically casts the spell Healing Word. And Healing Word I think normally isn't that just a bonus normally? Or is that an action?
I don't know. I think most spells are. Well, no, Healing Word is a bonus action.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because this would only be a first level. Yeah, it's a bonus action. So this would be the first level Healing Word, which is
1d4.
Yeah, but instead of 60 feet, it's 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. So that would be
fair.
yeah. So yeah. You have a spellcasting modifier, right?
Yeah, I've got a 0 and a +2 because I have 0 for my intelligence for my wizard spells, and then +2 for sorcerer spells because it uses my charisma.
Got it. All right. Yeah. So you would use So basically, it's to D4 plus your spell casting modifier. So
would I just use 2?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Let's see.
Do we have much longer of session?
Well, what? Sorry, what?
I said, do we have much longer with session?
Not too much longer. Why?
I was just have some stuff I gotta go do.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So let's see. Gosh, who all can cast this? Actually, healing. If I'm correct, Healing Word is a wisdom spell.
Because it's typically only for clerics, druids,
Which is wisdom.
I think rangers.
Which is, I think, all wisdom.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can use my wisdom modifier, which is +0, so it would be the same.
Yeah, so I'd say just do that.
Just a D4, then.
Yeah. So, yeah, you would just do it. You would do a D4 for that. Yeah. I will say, however, every time you go to use it, like, you know, normally with it and everything, whenever you go to use it, however, you are going to be losing 1 health. Like, you'll be sacrificing 1 health to cast it.
Okay. So if I were to attune it to the clone, I would only ever be able to get. I would never be able to get 4, because if it were to take damage, I would take that damage as well. So if I rolled a 4 for the 1d4, I would still only get 3. If that's right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So if I rolled a 1, I would just get no health.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I'd actually lose even more health. I would lose an additional. I would get negative 1 health. Unless you can determine that the spell effect for this doesn't count towards the simulacrum. Because then it's pointless to put it on them.
So
it would be useful otherwise, like outside, like with the party and stuff.
So, I mean, yeah, it's definitely gonna be useful outside with the party and stuff. But as for the clone itself,
it's definitely not gonna be useful with.
I mean, yeah, well, no, how would you get a -1? Because your wisdom's 0.
Because if you rolled a 1 and so basically, if
it hurts you, and you do that, you would get a 0. 1 minus 1 is 0.
Yeah, you wouldn't gain anything, but you would still, because say like I have 26 health points. If I took 2 damage and had the simulacrum use it, and I rolled a 1, it takes one health point, and it. Okay, so yeah, it would still be net 0. I was thinking too deep into it.
Yeah, you're thinking too deep. Yeah, it's literally it would just be a net 0 at that point. But it is used as a it's pretty much used as a bonus action. So because it's healing.
Yeah.
Word. But it only has a range of 30 feet, but you get free healing word. So
yeah,
pretty much. Isn't it great when I give you magic items?
I know, right?
Yeah, it's so great.
And I'm gonna activate the clone before we bring them back in.
All right. So, but all right, yeah. So you activate the clone. You come to walk through the door, and they're all gonna be sitting at the table as I drag them back in, and interrupt their game of death by AI. Oh, they were actually looking at the Roll20 stuff. Because Roll20 is now in Discord now, which is pretty funny.
Oh, nice.
Hello.
Hello, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hi.
All right, so all of you were sitting there. I don't know, you did whatever. It's not really my business. You were basically all of you were using.
We're surviving.
You were trying to survive scenarios using the magic 8-ball cantrip as your generator. So
yeah, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. So you all are as you were all sitting there, doing your own thing. You notice Dazu comes back in. You see Dazu come back in. You notice that he's got a nifty ring. And it seems that he has a nifty, like a pretty cool, like red silky scarf on. And then you see beside him is a second Dazu that doesn't have the ring or the scarf on.
What? Now there are 2 of them.
This is Amu.
Are you sure it's just not 2 of you in a trench coat?
No, there's no trench coat.
Well, since I couldn't rely on anybody else to be my partner, I decided I'd be my own partner.
Smart.
Man, what was in those drinks that we got today?
I think I've had a little much to drink.
But soil Novus' pants.
Okay, so at the end.
Brennan, are you across the
Oh, no.
room?
Oh, my mic was up my head. That's why.
Oh.
That's my bad.
Oh, okay.
One of the dodges soils his pants. One of them goes for his shirt.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, so you gotta soil his pants.
Yeah.
Or no, I thought. Wait, was it Novos doing that to you?
So
I don't know. He was soiling my
soiling-
pants.
Oh, okay, got
Yeah,
it. Okay.
me and the corner soiling him.
Okay, they're both soiling his pants.
Yeah.
I just stand there with just a complete emotionless look on my life as he soils my pants.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah. So yeah, all of you are now sitting there and everything. Cool. So you guys have, just a little over an hour before the tournament starts. What do y'all plan?
Well, there is a shot
I
list
guess
from Aphrodite.
I'm doing whatever. So whether that's being waiting or just following them around.
Okay. So, yeah, so y'all pretty much just spend the extra hour just hanging out, trying to get some stuff together and make sure you're all ready. And the hour passes before you even know it, and y'all pretty much head off to the tournament. And so, you make your way to the tournament, and as you arrive, you see a bunch of people standing around, just kind of, you see like multiple parties of people basically sitting around. There's parties of 2. There's whole groups of like 8 to 10 people just kind of all standing around talking to each other, and there's a bunch of fighters, and it seems to be like just fighters, sorcerers, there's adventurers, and looks to be thugs. Everyone just kind of standing around, I guess enjoying the last few minutes before the whole thing starts. And as you walk up, what?
Am I able to see what's his name?
Ito?
Yeah, am I able to see Ito?
No, you don't see him anywhere.
Okay, I was gonna give him a thumbs down.
So, basically, you all pretty much go up, and you're sitting there. You get up to there's like a little table that's set out, and there's 2 people sitting behind it. They look to be twins. Both of them are dwarves, and one of them looks over and goes, "There's a lot of magic users this year." And the other one goes, "Yeah, I know. There's a lot of magic users, okay? I get it, okay? It's a magic competition. You have to understand. Do you really have to do this every single time? You gotta complain about magic users? Look, just because they could use some fancy magic doesn't mean that they're any good. Back in your day, it was my day too." And he looks up at all. He looks up at all of you and goes, "You know what? You shut up, okay? All of you, are y'all here for the competition?"
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, welcome to the
Yeah.
sign up. Basically, that crystal ball right in front of the table. If you want to sign up, go ahead and place your hand on it and speak your name.
I'll go ahead and place my hand on it and say Dasu.
Okay. Dazu, who is going to be your partner?
Dasu over here will be my partner.
The clone walks up, sticks his hand on it, and he also says Dazu, like perfectly. Like they are in sync pretty much, and he's just like, "Are y'all twins?"
No way, yes.
Well, crystal balls say you're the exact same person, but I mean, if there's 2 of you, it works. Cool. And he stamps it and hands you a paper.
Thank you.
Okay, next up.
Novos.
So you see the
Can I
you see the
place my
you s-
hand?
Yeah. So you see the ball like basically glow like a fiery orange for a second. As Nova says his name, is like, I see. Okay, another one of those assholes. Okay, okay.
You wanna go, mother?
So he sits there. Writes your name on the paper and everything, and he goes, "Who's gonna be your partner?"
It'll be me. And I'll put my hand on the ball as well, and I'll say Minara.
So you see it basically glow like a kind of like a light blue, almost matching her skin, and as it does that, it basically writes it down, and he goes, okay, well, doosh, here's your paper, and hands both of you the paper. Okay, up next.
Gel will put his hand on the, Gel will put his hand on the ball. Say Gel.
So you see it kind of like glow a little, it's a little like it stays kind of like transparent, and you see like the air rune pop inside, and he's like, so you're a rune caster.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's no aura or anything. Is that the only magic you know?
Kind of.
Well, I can't really complain with that. And are you planning? Is that a great axe? When did sorcerers carry around great axes?
Who said anything about me being a sorcerer?
You see the other dwarf there, kind
And
of like
Gil's
you
Gil's getting this like big grin as he's saying that.
Yeah, you see the other dwarf, like, he's gone back from, like, chillaxing in his chair to, like, he sits up straight. He kind of stands up and smacks the table. Ha 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 ha! I like this one. Finally, a real fighter! Okay, sit back down. And so he sits down, and he's got the biggest smile on his face as he looks straight at Gel in the eye, like basically like bloodlust between both of them. And he goes, okay, who's gonna be your partner?
This little guy right here, and he kind of like puts his hand on Torin's head.
Okay, so let's see, Dragonborn. Okay, Dragonborn, put your hand on the crystal ball and state your name.
Walls.
Dragonborn. Any day now.
Sorry, the Dragonborn probably forgot to unmute himself.
My name is Orin.
What's with the voice?
No voice. This is always how I talk.
Do you have a speech impediment too?
No.
Okay, I don't have a speech impediment either. I was just wondering. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Well, you're good. And you see that as he takes his hand off, the ball goes from like a kind of like a dark green, pretty much, and just disappears at that point. Basically goes back to normal. Okay, and he stamps it and hands it over.
I
to
was the
Gil.
only one that was insulted.
Okay. Well, it seems. It seems pretty much everything's in order. Good luck at the competition.
Thank you.
So, and just as y'all are about to walk off, the dwarf guy, pretty much like the other dwarf guy, kind of sneaks up and like grabs Gel's wrist, and he goes, "For the sake of all things, please win." And so
I'll
he
do what I can.
and from that he
think this guy
nods
doesn't
and he
like
walks
sorcerers.
back over.
Gonna be knocking some heads, so.
Okay. And so all of you kind of sit around for a minute before you see just a few minutes later, it seems like basically a huge cloud kind of like forms just above the like the arena itself. And as this happens, you start to see it spin and kind of swirl, almost creating like a little cloud tornado lowering itself onto the ground. Everybody looks over, and as they see this, can the music play? Nope, it's not allowed to. Nope, it's music's not allowed to play. That's lame.
Music has been canceled.
Music has been canceled. Thank you, Foundry.
I can hear it.
Yo, you can hear it. Oh, I can't hear it.
I can hear
It's
it.
not even like it's saying that's not even playing for me.
Weird.
Well, that's kind of lame. Yes, you can hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear it.
That is so lame. Why can't I hear it?
See if you refresh your Foundry, that might fix it. That fixed mine earlier.
I can't refresh my Foundry. I'm using the
Oh, yeah,
application.
because you're the one running the Foundry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I wonder if I can. Let's
Just
create a
add the
new
music in
playlist.
post.
So. There we go. So, you see basically this cloud kind of lower itself, and standing on it is a grand wizard. He's got a very long white beard. He's just in pure, just classic wizard robes. Blue and looks like a starry sky. And he looks around and he goes, "Welcome, everyone!" Who is this man? Get him out of here.
Already disqualified.
Where's Ido? I kind of need a new partner now.
Welcome, everyone, to the one and only challenge of sorcerers and wizards. And other ones this year because we have a lot of other things. You know what? There's a lot of things to it. But welcome in. I am Merlin, the Grand Wizard. Okay, honestly, I really hate that title. I'm going to be totally honest. Okay, so let me kind of cut to the chase on this. I know all of you are here to enjoy yourselves a grand competition, one of which that you can sit here and fight for the Sword of Legends. The one and only, and you see him pull out of his robe a stick, and he goes, "That's not it. Huh. I wonder where that went." And he starts scratching his back with the stick and goes, "Ah, I see." And he takes the stick, he slams it on the ground, and as it happens, lightning strikes down from the heavens, basically. Just poof. And you see a sword appear, and he goes and he lifts the sword. The legendary sword, Fenrir. Everyone starts cheering. And as everyone's cheering and clapping for it, he goes, I know. All of you so want to see this long sword in action. But until then, you have one goal. That is to win the Tournament of Hector. And, as a lot of you already know, well, this is a magic competition of some sorts. Every single one of you has been required to know some sort of magic, as it will be your gateway into the arena itself. To explain everything in a slight detail, let's speed things up a bit, though. And you literally, like, you see his head kind of, like, turned, like, really fast, like, Doctor Strange kind of deal. And just, like, sitting there, like, mumbling words so fast that you can't understand it. And he goes, and, like, he goes back to normal after about 5 or 6 seconds. He goes, okay, did everyone get all that? And you see, like, a majority of the people go, yeah, we got that.
Okay.
Really, he just did the
Big
Those,
magic.
like- those ads on TV where it's for like the new medicines, and like the guy at the end of it.
We have
If you have mesothelioma,
Well, I guess it's everything's underway. Let me put a few other things I probably didn't mention in there. So, first things first, as you all know, this is a duo-style tournament, which means that this will take place over a couple of days to get through each and every one of you. Also, during this, I'm not sure if you could tell, but there is a magical barrier around this arena. This arena is not only to protect the people outside, but to protect the people inside as well. You see, when you are in here, you will not just be inside of this 30 by 30 arena. That wouldn't be fair to everyone. But what you will be is transferred into a virtual dimension of some sort. And yes, I say virtual because we have no other term to really call it because it's not a real dimension. Basically, you will be put into a fake arena, all pretty much in your mind. But we can see all of it played out in real time as you battle each other from across the arena. And so, as you will be sent into your virtual world, you will be fighting to essentially the death. But not real death. We can't have people dying here. That would just be really bad for business. But I hope all of you are ready. The rules of this are very simple. Well, if you can make your opponent either give up or, knock him out, you win. Only one person from your team needs to be up at a time, so feel free to do however you need. But one thing I will say is that these battles can sometimes take quite some while. So, that is exactly why, well, I think to get through the preliminaries, we might have to do a little bit of something like this. And you see him literally crack his knuckles as he starts basically jazz hands in front of all of you. And
jazz hands.
yeah, jazz hands. And as he does this, you see multiple arenas, boom, 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 all around you guys start appearing. And he goes, and one other thing. All of you that signed up and put your magic into the ball, I want to thank you all because you just made my life easier. And so after seeing about 20 arenas just appear pretty much like side by side, he then slams the ground with his hands, and all of you are instantly teleported into your respective arenas against your respective opponents, standing across from each other. You see a glimmer of a magical barrier appear around each barrier, around each arena itself. And he goes, well, I think it is probably time. Good luck to everyone, and I hope all of you can truly fight with all your magic. Are there any questions? And everybody's like still looking around a bit confused on how they pretty much got in the arena, and he goes, good. So without further ado, I present the Arena of Hector and the battle for the sword of Fenrir. all of you may start. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We got this.
And let the battle begin! And you just see lightning bolts blast in front of all of you, and all of you are transformed into a jungle when you open your eyes. And that is where we're going to end this episode of The Path to Supernova.
I could smell it coming. I could smell it coming. I was like, he's gonna end it right here, right before we start. I was like, okay. Hi, guys.
Oh man, yeah, no, you're pretty right. Yeah, yeah, that's was kind of the plan all along.
It's a very Johnny thing to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Y'all like some cliffhangers? Here you go."
Yep. Oh man. Well, that's another night of that. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you press the like, subscribe buttons down below, and please comment. What are your bets on this all? Who do you think is going to win, and which group do you think is going to be knocked out first? Go ahead and put your predictions down below, and well, we'll
It's
see
gonna be
all
Novos.
It's definitely gonna be Dashu and Dashu like normal.
Put your predictions down below.
Okay, when I
and we
win,
will
you're not
see-
getting to touch the sword.
We will see all of you in the next episode to the path to Supernova. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.